Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Good morning to you. The sun is shining. It's supposed to be like 80 freaking degrees this week here in Detroit, so feeling good, man, especially after this weekend. I mean, we got some big news in Detroit, lots of exciting news for the Detroit Pistons and all of our culture and all that good stuff. Dan Campbell talked about the rookies in training camp, so we got a lot to talk about Detroit sports-wise. Plus, Kobe got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Mikey TikTok is going to be here, and he's got his weekend update coming up at 9 a.m. But first, let me introduce you to the crew this morning. To my right, looking dapper as hell.
Oh, I mean, you know what I'm saying? What up, though? What up, though, man? It's Corey. What up?
And to my left,
it is Joey. Good morning.
Good morning, Joey. And then we have Alex doing the production this morning. We have Fish over there making sure we sound good. How you doing this morning, Fish?
I'm doing great. Had a good weekend. Another good weekend this weekend. Just keep getting better.
Yeah.
More finals this weekend. It's a good weekend.
You watched a lot of sumo wrestling this weekend, you said.
I did multitask. I had sumo on, I had football on, rugby on. It was another fun, exciting Sunday morning.
Awesome. We got Fish Facts coming up at 9:50. Mikey TikTok is here, like I mentioned, and we have a brand new intern. Her name is Paige, and we're going to talk to her coming up later on in the show today.
Damn, how much space do we have in this place?
We only got 2 hours. Oh, I thought you were talking about in the show.
Our office is already almost getting pretty full, guys.
Yeah.
I'm about to have to start working through my car.
But the thing is, it's just been a bunch of dudes. So I'm glad we're finally getting some girls in here to share like some female opinions with us and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was becoming quite the party.
Yeah, it's just
And
a
not in a fun way.
fraternity backstage. Like so.
Yeah, I said it was like Animal House.
And the poor girls that work here at Lady Jane's endure us weekly. But let's get into the show, guys. I mean, Ben Wallace, that was to me the biggest news of the weekend. He finally got his shot. He is going into the Hall of Fame. September 11th, 2021 is when they're going to do the inductees. And Ben Wallace gonna be there. Hit the big gong. Gong!
I couldn't even enjoy it.
What?
I couldn't enjoy it.
Why?
Because I really can't believe I'm about to say this. There were, first off, I'm in Facebook jail again off of something stupid because I wanted to go at these trolls that said that Ben Wallace did not belong in the Hall of Fame, and they're from effing Detroit. I'm like, dude, Detroit never really gets those type of guys to go into the Hall of Fame. So when they come along, you think that fans will be appreciative. No, they're on Facebook crying and moaning, well, he doesn't really deserve it, and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, where the hell are you from? Thought it was Detroit versus everybody.
Yeah, if you think Ben Wallace doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, you're stupid. Like, let's just throw that out there. And, you know, I've actually had people come at me on this, too. But let's go over it, all right?
Yeah, let's go over it.
16 seasons in the NBA. I will say this, though. When you break down his career numbers and you just get to his career numbers, it's like, but you got to remember.
Tough, though. He's not the kind of person that you just look at stats, though.
Right.
You look at, there's really no stats for defense like that.
Impact on the game. Well, and what you do is you take the 6 years that he was absolutely dominating the league.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he played in the league 16 years. So that means there were 10 years where, you know, he was an undrafted free agent. He was working his way up. He wasn't getting the minutes. So that all weighs into it. But let's go over it. I mean, NBA champion, obviously. There he is. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, look at this guy. Oh, I miss this era of Detroit basketball so much. Just so much. Even when they were wearing the teal, Ben looked good in the teal.
I didn't know if he was gonna say nothing. I didn't know if he was gonna mention it, but
not many people. I can watch Ben Wallace highlights all day. Get that shit out of here. Get out of here.
And you know what?
No.
Ben Wallace stats. If you look at his stats, you can kind of be like probable Hall of Fame. But if you actually watched him play, Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But when you go, you're going to go over all the stats. There are a couple of stats that I want to throw in that I did not see people floating around.
Okay, go ahead, man. Throw them out there.
Well, Ben Wallace is 16th all-time in defensive win shares. That to me, that's pretty damn good. But from 2001 through 2005, number one each year. 16th all-time in blocks. Everything else, I know we're going to go down. But those are just two things that I did not see being mentioned. I'm like, he was #1 in defensive win shares for over 4 seasons, 4 straight years. You got to get that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, really everything this guy did was impressive, and to be the first undrafted player ever to get inducted into the Hall of Fame, that's got to be a feather in your cap. But let's run down his entire career. Obviously, NBA champion in 2004, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. That's 02, 03, 05, 06, and that's the year that you got to focus on. Like that era is what you got to focus on for Ben Wallace. If you try to do the full 16, you're gonna run into some road bumps, but for those 5 to 6 years right here in Detroit, he was the most dominant big man in the league, and the dude is literally only like 6'6". I know they listed him at 6'9". No way in hell is Ben Wallace 6'9". No way in hell. No way in hell.
Maybe with the hair.
Yeah, that's why he wore the fro. Honestly, like that's why he wore the fro, was to like give him those extra couple inches. But, you know, a 6-time all-defensive player of the year, 5-time all-star, 2-time rebound leader, 1-time block shot leader. He did it all, man.
Everything that he did, just he did everything he did to on the ability of this pure excellence. It was just pure excellence. Everything that he did, he was always working. He gave it 100% effort. And outside of the accomplishments, you can look at all the accolades. If there was ever a time for an undrafted player to go in the Hall of Fame, it's Ben Wallace. He deserves to go in the Hall of Fame being just off the fact that he was undrafted and did all of that.
Right. Yep, and I used to love the stories about him and Charles Oakley going at it. And then here's some more stats. If you're a stat person and love this, 4-time NBA All-Star, like we said, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, All NBA Defense, first time, 4-time actually, from 2002 to 2006, member of the 2004 NBA Championship Detroit Pistons. And this is where it gets weird, though, like when you actually break down his 16 seasons. Because if I was to come to you and be like, all right, there's a guy. He averaged 5.7 points a game, 9.6 rebounds, 1 steal, and 2 blocks a game. Is he a Hall of Famer? You look at me like I was crazy.
If you show me that picture right there, though, I'm taking him all day.
Right.
I mean, yeah. If you look at his, because, you know, there are guys in the Hall of Fame that have those numbers, but they also average double-digit in points. So that's kind of where you kind of look at it as just like
the 5.7 points. Dude didn't even make 3 shots a game. That's 3 shots a game.
But the thing about it is, like, again, we go off of those defensive win shares. That's just how dominant his defense was. His defense was so dominant that it made up in lieu of him scoring.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was the thing, and honestly, that's the sad part of the whole Ben Wallace situation about why he left Detroit. He didn't leave Detroit because we weren't using him properly on defense. He left Detroit because we weren't using him at all on offense, and that wasn't a strength of his game. But when Flip Saunders got here, it became just like, all right, we're not even ever going to draw up an offensive set for you. Then he got a little upset, and he left. But let's focus on the good parts.
Okay.
Let's focus on the good parts. The Pistons, obviously, that whole championship team, still very close-knit. And last night at LCA, they had just something to say to their former teammate, and this is what it sounded like. And it's a little echoey because it was recorded inside LCA, but let's hear what all the Pistons teammates had to say.
And it's well deserved for you. I'm happy for you, beloved. Thank you so much for just being my friend, being my brother, the brotherhood that we all have. I'm so happy for you, man. Just wanted to tell you I'm super proud of you. You called yourself the best 5 alive, and it all started with you.
Oh, man, it's awesome to see everybody just team up. You know, that's what that team was. It was a true team. It wasn't a bunch of superstars coming together to try to steal a championship from the league. It was a bunch of grassroots guys that came together, and they climbed the mountain together. So it's good to see them all still communicating. Just, you know, little weird that they could only get just videos, like
have them there, you know, go crazy, represent for Ben Wallace and all of his achievements throughout his career.
Right.
But how many of you guys, when you guys were growing up and it was the Ben Wallace era, had the headband,
Oh,
had
yeah.
the little muscle. What are this one? The little baby one.
Yeah,
A little
just
armband,
the
whatever
armband,
it is.
yeah.
But he had the little baby one. That was his. And then the wristbands. Like, when you talk defensive players, even as a kid, you know, like you would go and you'd shoot in a trash can. People would always say, Kobe. People go to be the defensive player like Ben Wallace.
Right.
And that's just what it's always been.
One of my favorite things about Ben Wallace is dude used to play with a mouthpiece in. Like, he used to have his tooth protector in. And, you know, if you step on a court and you see a guy putting in a mouthpiece, you're like, I don't want any part of this guy.
And you did not want any part of this guy.
No. And, you know, Ron Artest learned that lesson pretty damn quick there in the old Malice at the Palace.
His name is now
Favorite
actually
Piston
Meta.
moment.
Uh-huh.
That's his name now.
Did he
Meta.
switch it back? Is he still Meta World
I
Peace?
don't know. He's switching to
Who
something
knows what
else now.
He is right now.
The artist formerly known as Ron Artest. The thing I want to ask Ben Wallace, if we ever get a chance to interview him,
will.
you know, David Wallace was suspended, kicked out of the Palace for life after that fight, right? But now that they play at LCA, is David Wallace allowed back
Wow.
at Pistons games?
I mean, hey, he should be.
Because that's one of my favorite moments at the Malice at the Palace is Ben Wallace's brother just beating the hell out of some dude in the stands.
I wonder how that works. Is it you're banned from Pistons games or you're banned from the arena?
I think it was the arena.
So he's good.
Yeah. Just
Arena's-
like when I got
arena
kicked out of
gone.
the mall when I was a kid. I used to get kicked out of 12 Oaks.
There were some.
You go
there-
back in.
But there were some quotes that floated out yesterday around about the Ben Wallace Hall of Fame announcement. Here is one from Larry Brown. Seeing Ben elected to the Hall of Fame is so neat for me because this serves as an unbelievable lesson for young kids and those who love the game of basketball. It shows that you don't have to score the most points to impact the game, and whether it be his defense, rebounding, or making the right play, there's something we know about here. Ben impacted the game every single time he stepped on the basketball court.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Larry Brown would know. Larry Brown's coached some of the greatest of all time, and I'm reading some of our comments from Steven here. It was unreal how many local people were hating on Ben Wallace yesterday on the radio.
See,
and it's like,
that's what I was saying. Like I said, I couldn't enjoy it. I couldn't enjoy it because I'm like,
well, first of all, that's what you get for listening to those dumbasses.
well, I was reading the dumbasses. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
What were they saying? Though?
I don't know.
Okay,
Statistically,
I'll give you some of what they were saying. Well, is Ben Wallace one of the 15 greatest players at his position? No, he's not. I can name more than 15, 20 players greater. Or he's okay. This is supposed to be the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Pretty Good. And
What do
I'm
you
like,
mean Hall of Pretty Good? Like, Ben Wallace was the most dominant player. I mean, the fact that he was able to guard Shaq one-on-one in the NBA Finals, the fact that he was undersized and led the league in rebounds. Like, if you have no problem with Dennis Rodman being in there, you should have no problem with Ben Wallace being in there because, to me, they're very similar players. Obviously, a little bit different in how they choose to live their life. But at the same damn time, if I need a rebound, those are the two guys I'm pointing to get one.
like I said, there are people out there. I don't understand it. I don't understand the hate for your own. A guy who's brought you so many great memories. You would think like, I'm glad to see him get this honor. I'm glad to see a guy who did not get drafted is now going to be forever enshrined amongst the greats. That serves as like Larry Brown says, it shows you that if you put in the work, it can get done no matter your circumstances. Yet you want to say that this guy doesn't deserve it. Well, to me, what the F do you deserve?
You deserve to just never talk about basketball again, if that's your opinion. Like, honestly, who was it? Our boy World of Isaac. Somebody tweeted out that Ben Wallace doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame and kind of gave a little spiel on it. And his quote retweet was my favorite. It said, "Tell me you don't know shit about basketball without telling me you don't know shit about basketball."
Yes.
And that was my exact response to everybody who had anything negative to say about Ben Wallace. It really just shows that you don't watch basketball, you don't know basketball, and that you're too stupid to understand good basketball.
The only thing, and I will say this, the only thing that shocked me about Ben Wallace getting in the Basketball Hall of Fame is not the fact that he got in. I was surprised at how quick he got in. I thought it was going to probably take maybe about a couple of more years for him to get in. I knew he was going to get in. I just didn't think he was going to get in this soon. But I agree with the voters. The voters just decided, hey, if you deserve to go in now, you deserve to go in. So I'm glad they didn't make him wait.
Well, and he did something nobody else had ever done. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. And anytime you can do something that has never been done in the league, it's noteworthy of the Hall of Fame. Like, to me, it's really that simple.
And he did it undrafted.
Right.
Undrafted. You were not expected to do this.
So anybody who doesn't think Ben Wallace deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, I got a pair of clown shoes for you to put on today, and then you can wear them with your nose, with your paint, and you can walk around and look like the clown that you are. So, yeah, I can't believe people are on the radio saying that stuff. Welcome to the circus. And if your mortgage is a circus right now and you're paying way too much in your interest rate, make sure you hit up Hall Financial. Those are the people that can hook you up the best. It's davidhallmortgage.com. That's where you need to go. And if you're over 3%, make sure you get that fixed right now, because that's hundreds of dollars you're throwing away every month that you could be spending on whatever you want. You could be buying Ben Wallace afros for all we know. So you want that money in your pocket instead of going to your interest rate? Make sure you call Hall Financial. Lower payments, better options, more personal attention.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate
of Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for watching on all of our platforms this morning. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We see you commenting. Loving everybody calling the other people clowns, too, because that's exactly what they are if you don't think Ben Wallace should be in the Hall of Fame. But another local boy made it to the Hall of Fame. Our boy Chris Webber. C-Web, baby. Yeah.
You'd love to see that.
And he's been on the ballot for a while.
You know what? I have to admit, the news about Ben came out first. And I was happy. But when that came out, I'm like, all right, if Ben is going in, C-Web has got to be going in with this class. And then what happens a day later? This news comes out. Even though C-Web, I won't say C-Web didn't get a ring. Okay. But for the better part of a decade, C-Web was one of the top power forwards in the league. Like, he could do it all. Rebound, score, pass. It was C-Web was cold.
He revolutionized passing for the power forward. He really did. I mean, you could think about, Karl Malone, those types of players, but really passing out of the power forward position was perfected by Chris Webber.
Yeah,
and he did it at every level. That's the thing I love about Chris Webber. Well, I don't love that he did it at Country Day against St. Mary's, but he dominated at Country Day. He dominated at Michigan. He was the #1 overall pick, and he dominated for the Warriors. And he just a dominant player. The only time we were just talking about this a little bit during the break, he was a Piston at one time, but I try not to remember number 84, Chris Webber.
You know what? I did not like number 84, but but given his reason for going to number 84, I was like, all right.
Yeah, wasn't it like his niece or nephew had a dream about him wearing that?
Yeah, his nephew had a dream that he was playing for the Pistons and that he wore number 84, so that's why he chose number 84. So I'm like, all right, can't argue a little nephew, but
right.
I always loved, though, like, stars obviously like this, a Hall of Famer like this, his entire career, the man, and then he comes to Detroit at the end of his career. Like, why does it always have to be one of the final stops here in Detroit?
He was trying to get us that championship and get us back to that level. I mean, when he came here, we were still, like, on the very tail end of the going-to-work era. Like, he was supposed to plug that hole with Ben leaving, because that was the thing. Once Ben left, we went through how many centers trying to fill that role, and we just couldn't.
Nazir Muhammad.
Oh, God. I forgot about I put that away in my brain. Thanks a lot, Corey. Now I got to think about Nazir Muhammad.
I cannot tell you the last time I heard that name.
The last time was hopefully the last time, but no, Corey's bringing that up.
Webber wasn't okay. Webber was a shell of his former self when he came here.
He's a good passer,
but he was still serviceable. The problem was one of the reasons Ben left. Flip's focus was strictly just offense. They paid really no attention to defense, and that's what really kind of got them popped them under Flip's tenure. The defense lacked.
Yeah. No.
And you know, because Webber, you know what? Remember that story I told you guys about when I lost my voice going to the Orlando Magic Pistons game? That was when C. Webb was on the Pistons. They did pretty good. Just yeah.
How does it work for the Hall of Fame? Because obviously Chris Webber, like you mentioned, Corey, this is 5th straight time being a finalist, and now finally being in the Hall of Fame as a nominee. How does that work? Are you allowed to just keep going every year until you get in?
I mean, they just have the guys' names on the ballots, and
I think you time out after a while. I think after you're on the ballot like 10 times or 15 times or something like that.
But it's crazy to me because, like, even right now, 5 straight years, the first time no, the second time no, third, fourth. What made it different this go around?
Well,
you know, sometimes it's who's in the class with you too.
Because I mean, let's be real. I love C. Webb, but we know damn sure he wouldn't get on that last ballot.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was in the last class? Kobe.
Tim Duncan,
Right.
KG.
Kevin Garnett. Like,
Right.
it's a little bit different. This one is Paul Pierce, Chris Bosh, Ben Wallace, Chris Webber as far as players go. And, all right, I wouldn't say it's the strongest Hall of Fame
It's
class
a solid
ever.
class.
It's solid. It's not the strongest ever. To me, Chris Bosh is the weak link. Like,
Because LeBron made him that. Go ahead, say it.
No, LeBron didn't make him that. LeBron made him worse. That's like if
That's what I'm saying.
If Bosh stayed in Toronto and like continued his 20 and 10 performances, he'd be a surefire Hall of Famer, especially if they ever won anything in Toronto. But to me, it's like, all right, you went to go be a third wheel on a championship team with LeBron and D Wade. Like, I don't know. If you're the third best player on your team, how are you going to be in the Hall of Fame?
Here's the thing. Because of his numbers, because who's already in the Hall of Fame, based off who's already in the Hall of Fame, Bosh has to go in because he has the numbers and the averages that are comparable with other players that are in there at his position. So, you know, people can say what they want about the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame and their standards, and, you know, sometimes I do think they're a little bit lax to myself. But if other guys are in there, you know, Bosh has got to go in there too.
Yeah, but to me, that's the weak link of the group. Let's get back on Chris Webber. I mean, you guys grew up in the Chris Webber era, right, essentially. So what is your opinion of Chris Webber? You think he's a surefire Hall of Famer? Do you think I mean, obviously he is now, but do you think there's no question about it?
Yeah. I mean, he basically averaged 20 and 10 for his career.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go 9, if you want to be technical and say it's 9.8 rebounds, okay, 9.8 rebounds. But he averaged 20 and 10 for his career, while averaging, you know, hovering, could have got to the 5 assists. I think he kind of teetered off towards the end of his career. But for the better part of his career, he was averaging around near 4.5, 5 assists. So, yeah, you hold those averages for a career, you got to go in.
And my favorite is obviously he was one of the hypest players coming in. And he lived up to that after being the first pick and then continuing to be Rookie of the Year. And it was throughout his entire career that he was always a consistent ball player and just stood out.
Yeah, 5-time All-Star, averaged 20 and 10 to your point, Corey, for 15 seasons, but the entirety of his career, 20.7 points, 9.8 rebounds, 4.2 assists. That's Hall of Fame numbers right there. Like if you present that without a face, without a name, without anything, and you say, all right, damn near 20 and 10 and 4 assists, you'd be like, wait a minute, what was this guy? Like, what position did he play, first of all? Second of all, yeah, we're putting him in the Hall of Fame. So congratulations to Country Day's own Chris Webber. I went to high school, and David Webber, his little brother, was playing for Country Day back then.
Was he sweet too?
He was damn good. He wasn't Chris Webber good, but, you know, that's tough to do. Shane Battier was like the best Country Day person to me after Chris Webber.
Dude, he holds so many records too, scoring.
Yeah, Battier was a problem. Just a straight problem.
So I'm looking at his averages. You know, and again, like when he started going to Philadelphia and Detroit, and his last stint again at Golden State, that's when he started going into like the 3 assists per game. But before that, he was averaging, you know, like over 4.5 assists each year.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, for the better part of his career to have 20, 10, and 4, but during his high, he was like 20, 23, 10, and 5. Come on.
Put him in. He's in.
Got to put him in.
And we got to just say congratulations to the Detroit boys, man. It's cool to see, some local ties. Two of the 4 players going into the NBA Hall of Fame this year are literally Detroit born.
And that does not happen.
No,
it does not
I can't
happen.
remember the last time it has happened. So,
and then the time that it does happen, we got our own haters from our own city.
Right. Well, you got a bunch of idiots. That's the problem. They didn't watch basketball, Joey.
You got a guy who was born and raised here. You got a guy who was traded here and basically reborn in Detroit and took on the city's mantra. And you don't like either one of them getting in. Crabs in a barrel.
What the hell does that mean?
You never heard of that crab in a barrel?
I have never heard of that.
Corey has so many
just so
liners.
funny. Like, I just see like your grandpa passing that down to you. Like you bitching to him about something. Just like, Corey, crabs in a barrel.
I really want y'all to Google that. I cannot believe y'all never heard crabs in a barrel mentality.
Crabs in a barrel. You know what that reminds me of? The movie Horrible Bosses. I like to bend her over a barrel and show her the 50 states.
So
I'm like, that's not a saying. It's like,
so
yes,
when
it
crabs
is.
are in a barrel, they try to pull the other crabs from coming out and escaping. So it's just like crabs in a barrel mentality is like you always trying to pull somebody back down to the level.
Yep. The best way of describing it is, quote, if I can't have it, neither can you. I like that. Thank
Crabs
you for
in a
educating
barrel,
me.
baby.
That's got to be an old-timey statement, though.
I can't believe y'all never heard of that one. That one shocks me.
Nope. Crabs in a barrel, though. Bunch of crabs in a barrel. Thank you, Corey, for bringing that to everybody's attention this morning. Congratulations to the Detroit boys. And we also got to acknowledge who else made the Hall of Fame, which we said earlier, out of the players, it's Paul Pierce, it's Chris Webber, it's who am I missing? Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh is the 4th player that is in there. And then Bill Russell I saw on the list.
Yeah,
but as a coach.
As a coach.
I was like, what the hell? Bill Russell hasn't been in the Hall of Fame, but Bill Russell's going in as the coach. So lots of good things happening in the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, also, too, going in with Bill Russell as a coach is going to be Rick Adelman, Jay Wright, then from the WNBA, Yolanda Griffith, and, man, I want to say Lauren Jackson.
Yep, Lauren Jackson, Bob Dandridge, Tony Kukoc is going in. If you remember.
Is a contributor?
From the International Committee. They voted.
Okay, makes sense, yeah.
Yep, Pearl Moore, 4-time AIAW Small College All-American by the Women's Veterans Committee. Clarence Jenkins, elected as early African-American pioneer. I love that name, Clarence. Val Ackerman, former WNBA president. Cotton Fitzsimmons, longtime NBA coach. And Howard Garfinkel, creator of the 5-star summer camp. Those are all your inductees into the 2021 class that will be inducted into the Hall of Fame on September 11th. Fish, what you got, buddy?
This might be slightly off topic, but can we please acknowledge that J. Cole did absolutely terrible yesterday?
I was assuming that was coming up in Joey's news.
Got it.
Okay, I didn't know if you would talk about it.
Is that in your news, Joey?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, let me say this,
He got
okay?
buckets.
So, J. Cole's a rapper, right? Mm-hmm. So, if any basketball player was a rapper and he sucked, we would say, that guy sucks at rapping. So, why can't we say the same thing for J. Cole dropping 3 points? Just because he's a rapper, we can't say J. Cole sucks at basketball?
I won't say he sucks. I'll say this.
But if someone were to transfer to a rapper, we can say that guy's ass, he doesn't know how to rap. We can say that. That doesn't make sense.
It's a little bit different. I'll say this, though. To be 36 years old, out of no training and to get on the court with professionals and score 3 points.
Yeah, he's old.
36, get on the court with no professionals, with some professionals, and score 3 points. Got 3 buckets more than my ass would have.
Why are you hating on J. Cole, man?
I'm just hating on him because if people were to go, I'm using his own profession as an analogy. If some of these players he played with yesterday were to go to rappers and they were terrible, we would say that guy sucks at rapping. He should fucking move on. We're not saying that for J. Cole playing basketball.
It's his first
We're applauding
game.
him for playing. Yeah, but if someone
What
rapped
do
for
you
the
want to
first
say
time,
to J. Cole? Get it off your chest.
Yeah,
No,
tell
if-
J. Cole what you really think of him.
if someone were to rap for the first time, we would say that guy sucks. We're
There-
not
okay,
saying that for J.
there-
Cole
there-
playing
there-
basketball.
There are guys who play professionally who don't even score 3 points.
Yeah, and they suck.
His name was Blake Griffin.
So-
He's like,
many
yes,
years
you're
here in
proving my
Detroit.
point. They suck.
No, I'm just saying. But this guy who does not play professionally, and on his first game, he scored. Who knows what he's going to do over the next couple of games. Now, what if he comes in the next game and drops 15?
Then that's better.
So you can't jump him by one game, his first game ever. That's like judging the rapper on his first track.
Yeah, if
say his first game. Say he sucked in his first game, and say that he sucks in a blanket statement. That's not fair.
I see where Fish is coming from, though, because Fish gets bothered by these people that think that they can just step out of their lane and become all of a sudden a professional boom.
Because
overnight.
we know if other people did the same thing that person was doing, DK Metcalf, J. Cole, we would say they suck.
Fish is a man of principle,
But
and
we're
I
not
agree.
saying they suck because he's switching sports, and that's a cool thing to do.
Well, I got to be honest. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know if he sucked in the game. I know he played like 15 minutes. He had 3 points, a couple rebounds.
I did not even see him on the court.
Did you watch the game?
I did watch the game. I didn't notice he was on the court until I saw the highlights. So I don't know if I just didn't know what he looked like or what, but I watched the game, did not see him at all. I know he played 15
just so you
minutes.
know, J. Cole is a light-skinned black rapper with dreads. So, yeah.
No, I have an idea what he looks like, but I didn't see him on the court. I needed a close-up. And I didn't really get that till after the game. But I did watch the game. It was a good game.
Well, we're going to discuss that in Joey's news. You know what doesn't suck? 8 Mile Vodka. Had some over the weekend with some lemonade and some sunshine sitting on my porch. It was a beautiful, beautiful time, and I hope you can do the same thing. All you got to do, go to Meijer, pick up a bottle, and you can do that this weekend. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees. So get that summer drink handy and make sure it includes 8 Mile Vodka. It is born in Detroit, so we always trying to support local and represent the brand. 8 Mile, pick it up anywhere.
Hey guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
That was a little slow.
All right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5.
Every day, right here on The Hook.
On Woodward Sports Network.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go.
The Detroit Pistons officially ended their NBA season losing to the Miami Heat 120-107. And unfortunately, guys, hate to break this news to you, but Pistons aren't making the playoffs.
What?
I know. Just on the cusp. We did not make it. Finished with a record of 20-52. Second worst team in the NBA.
Lottery, baby.
Yes.
14% chance to get that #1 overall pick.
So we're
We
one
should go
of
to the
3
G League
teams.
with that performance.
No, we're not going to do relegation here, Fish. This is real sports.
I don't want tanking.
This is real sports.
Yeah,
not,
real sports
not
is
some
not
fluffy
tanking.
Euro shit.
It's not. It's called smart. It's called more money in people's pockets.
No, regulation sucks.
You suck.
I love you, buddy.
And like you said, Stick, 14% chance they land that first overall pick. And Pistons are one of 3 teams that have the highest percentage at getting that first pick. Second is looking at a 13.4%. Third, 12.7%. So hoping we pull this off because we got to get our boy Cade.
Yeah, the fade for Cade, baby.
As long as we get one of the top 3, I'll be happy.
I'm telling you right now, if we... I know, Sticks, you said you would be mad at 5.
I would.
No, I'm telling you right now, if we slip out of 3, I'm walking to New York. I'm going to the NBA headquarters, and wait a minute, I'm in Facebook jail. I'm going to...
I want to shake hands.
Shake my fist at them.
There you go. Yeah, that's the way that Facebook won't knock you.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I hate about this draft is, like, you know, if you get 1, 2, or 3, you're going to get a great basketball player.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you really don't know what you're going to land.
I mean, that's typically how it is in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're not getting one of the top 2 guys, you're not getting somebody that can transform your franchise. You're getting somebody that can contribute, but not transform.
And like we just wrapped up talking about, Ben.
Ben Wallace.
Yeah, should have let Stick do that one.
We should all try it. Go ahead, Joey. Do your best Ben Wallace right now.
Ben Wallace.
All right, Corey, now it's on you.
Oh, God. Ben Wallace.
All right, Fish, give me your best Ben Wallace, baby.
Ben Wallace. That's it.
All right.
Fish ain't in the mood right now after these conversations.
Damn, Fish.
6'9" from Virginia Union University. I used to love what he did. Virginia Union University. Ben.
We gotta get...
Wallace.
There we
That's
go.
how he used to do it.
We got to get Mason there.
Oh, yeah, we do got to talk to Mason.
Gotta get Mason on here. But
Virginia Union University.
He can make anybody sound so hyped. That's what I love about him. The way he introduces everybody.
Richard Rip Hamilton.
Yes, sir.
And we got to congratulate Ben, the Detroit Pistons 4-time NBA All-Star, 4-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, an NBA champ, of course, a 2021 Basketball Hall of Fame honoree, along with Chris Webber, Paul Pierce, and Chris Bosh.
Take that. Take that.
I just love watching this. Just a freak on the court.
Dude, his arms are just so crazy to me. Like they're like almost elastic. Like they're just go-go gadget arms on this dude.
It's crazy because like recently, I never met Ben Wallace until a couple years ago. And when you see him, like the dude is just such a beast. He's still in that shape. You look at him and you're like, man, I guarantee you could go out there and still perform at the level that he used to perform because he was just all over the court.
Yeah, I love seeing that block on Jermaine O'Neal. I can't tell you how much I used to hate Jermaine O'Neal. The whole Pacers team.
Uniform. I hate the uniform alone to start.
Reggie Miller, Jermaine O'Neal, Tinsley, Ron Artest. Oh, I hated the Pacers.
They were just
back
so
then.
good too. I hate them.
That's when the NBA was fun.
Yeah.
When you like really legit like the sight of when a team came on, just the sight of their jersey, like I hate them. Now it's like, I don't like that guy.
Right. Well, we're not good enough to have a rival. That's why.
Yeah.
You can't have a rivalry if you're the team getting your ass kicked constantly.
We're that easy freebie. When a team sees us on their schedule, they're like, all right, there's a couple wins for us.
Right. No, we got like in order to have a good rivalry, like that was the good news between the Pacers and the Pistons. We were beating each other up for years. Oh, good basketball, man.
And in the words of Vanessa Bryant, he didn't really talk about awards, but he did mention the Hall of Fame a week before he and Gigi passed. And on Saturday, it became official that Kobe Bryant is a Hall of Famer. And the Lakers and Warriors will be in the Western Conference play-in tournament that LeBron James loves so much. But LeBron James in his return on Saturday, my man did look sweet. Looked like he's back to 100% as you see.
Oh, that's what happens when you take off half a season being a little bitch.
And James
oh,
throws
yay,
it down.
LeBron.
Looking like a beast. Hell of a game on Saturday. So good job to my boy who I'm going to be rooting on in this playoffs now, LeBron James.
You know what I hate about that? All those guys have been busting their ass all season long, working hard. They've been playing hard. LeBron, went on vacation for 3 months and decides to come back just for the playoffs.
He was still there. He was still rooting them on.
Yeah.
Ruin the team on at the game.
I can't wait for Steph Curry to drop 57 on them in the fourth quarter.
It's going to happen because Steph just secured his second scoring title, and you see it on this play channeling his inner Baron Davis. I love what he does here.
Whoop. Jeez.
And then look what he does.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great?
Love it. J. Cole, Fish.
There it is, Cole.
Cole World.
Cole World. No
Making
role
his
models.
pro debut as a role model right here on this. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 17 minutes of play. This was the only bucket that he had.
What he's doing. And you know what? He has a record in Africa. The most steals in AfroBasket qualifiers.
Where's the effort? This league looks like such trash. There's no effort on the court at all anywhere.
Dude, it's what league is the Rwandan League,
No,
bro.
it's the Basketball African League.
It's the Basketball
Yeah,
Africa
Basketball
League.
Africa
It's
League.
a joint partnership between the NBA and FIBA to, they're trying to. It's the first league outside of that the NBA is operating outside of America, so they're just trying to globalize their game, and it's the league is in its inaugural season. They were supposed to kick off last year, but because of COVID, they had to push things back. So this is the inaugural year.
I appreciate
12 teams in Africa.
12 teams in Africa?
Yep.
I appreciate them doing this, but watching that, like I saw a couple plays because I was obviously doing some research on J. Cole, trying to see what he did. And that's pretty much all I saw in J. Cole. But just there's no effort in this entire game. It looks like me playing pickup ball on Saturday morning.
Yeah, I mean, they're not pulling the best talent. Let's be honest. It's the first year of the league. They'll get better, I'm assuming, over time. But, yeah, if J. Cole can just sign up and go play at 36 years old, probably not elite.
Well, it's there. What happened is it was Africa's premier league, but then when the NBA started the partnership, they switched it over. So, I mean, I am not that familiar with the league where it was before. So, I honestly have to watch some games to see how these guys look and whatnot. But I'm just hoping that the product does grow. But
it will.
Yeah, but, you know, I think the J. Cole thing, like I wrote about on our website, I think getting J. Cole over there was simply, I don't want to say called a marketing ploy, but at the same time, it was a marketing ploy to draw some attention to the league after they had the season cut the COVID in. It's smart on both sides. He's going to put some new eyes on them and garner them some ratings. And then after he plays his 3 to 6 games, he'll probably come back over here, and the league will be good.
Yeah. And Mike Breen, did you see him commentating one of my favorite mess-ups ever? Just watch this.
Randall. Noel keeps it alive, but right to Taco Bell. Here comes Parker. Did I just say Taco Bell? Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
You must be hungry,
I
feel you, Mike.
I need to get some.
Taco Fall. His name is Taco Fall.
But he plays like Taco Bell comes out. So,
dude, I still can't believe Taco Fall was undrafted.
Dude, this is a big boy right there, too.
Yeah. I mean, he's, what, 9'11"? The
Something
guy
like
is just
that.
a monster.
But I love that. Taco Bell. And then look at this Red Sox fan on the phone catching a flying, not ball, a flying bat at this game.
Look out,
right
bat
here.
flying. All the way up into the seats, man
He
on his
stays
phone.
on his phone, gives
has
the
the
bat
bat.
over to one of his kids.
He's like,
Hey,
I just caught a bat. I can read his lips. Hey, I just caught a bat.
You saw a couple of baseballs given away. And then the boo because they want that bat back.
I love how they're booing the dude, too,
They'll
about
make an
that.
exchange at some point. That's his gamer, though.
Ooh.
That's a nice play.
Oh, why is
And
that
still
guy
be able to
even
keep that
bragging? His
conversation
kid
going
saved
on
his
his cell
damn
phone.
life. The guy did absolutely nothing. His kid was the one that stopped the man. Can you play back that last 5 seconds, Alex, or that last 10 seconds? Watch this. The kid is the one who saved his dumbass dad from being on the phone. Look at. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought that was the kid's arm that saved him. No, never mind. I'm wrong.
I was wondering.
I'm wrong.
I was wondering. I was like, what do you mean? But that's a great play right there. And a great discount for you is heading down to Bridge Street Exchange. 15% off your entire order. I actually had a friend send me a Snapchat from Bridge Street Exchange, and I love to see that because they really are some of the best people ever. So go in there, say what up to Kevin, and shop for yourself. Update your summer wardrobe. As Stick said earlier in the show, it's going to be 80s this week.
Hell yeah.
So you got to update that wardrobe. And I know we might have gained a little bit of weight because of COVID. So, yeah, none of my clothes fit me, so I got to head in there myself. 15% off, BridgeStreetExchange.com.
Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you to everybody that's watching and participating this morning. And make sure you download our app. It's free for you, and it's available right now in all the Apple or Google Play stores. Big touching moment over the weekend. I mean, we knew this was going to be a moment. We knew this was going to, stop the sports world for just a small amount of time when Vanessa Bryant and Michael Jordan were on stage inducting Kobe Bryant into the Hall of Fame. And here they are walking up. And it's weird to see the Hall of Fame so scarce like this for the inductees. Yeah. But at the same time, what a powerful, powerful moment. These two taking the stage right here. Can't say enough about Vanessa Bryant, her strength, and just how poised and confident and smart, and you could tell why Kobe did not want to let that chick go.
Even when you look at the memorial right after his passing, how long after that was it that she came out? It's just amazing, this woman right here.
Here she is talking a little bit.
Last February, I called Michael and asked him if he would introduce Kobe tonight, and he graciously accepted. Thank you for being here, Michael.
See, now, I thought Jordan was actually going to give a whole speech, and I didn't see the speech. He didn't end up giving a whole speech, did he?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought so too. But then after I started watching, I'm like, okay, he's probably just going to be the one to be a presenter, presenting him. So he would have been, if it were Kobe, would have been there. He would have been bringing Kobe up to the stage, and woo, then to miss that. I think that is one of the saddest moments about it. Of course, losing his life, and him and his daughter is just tragic. But the fact that everything that he worked for, and he was going to have his idol more than likely bring him up in that moment, and to him not to witness it, that is tragic.
Yeah, 20 years, one team, two numbers, retired.
That's it, man. That's how you do it.
It's crazy.
Let's play a little bit of Vanessa's speech as well, because obviously everything she said was fantastic. But here's a moment from that too.
Congratulations, baby. All of your hard work and sacrifices paid off. You once told me, if you're going to bet on someone, bet on yourself. I'm glad you bet on yourself, you overachiever. You did it. You're in the Hall of Fame now. You're a true champ. You're not just an MVP. You're an all-time great. I'm so proud of you. I love you forever and always. Kobe Bean Bryant.
So, man, just an absolutely amazing moment over the weekend. And the biggest thing I took away from what Vanessa said was what Kobe said about not playing when he was injured. Did you guys see that?
I posted that immediately.
Okay, then that's probably where I saw it.
I posted that immediately. I mean, look, I have, for those who don't know, Vanessa was talking about when Kobe said, why did he play through injuries? Because, he was talking about, like, what about the kids that saved up money to come see me play? If I want to be able to be out there for my fans and, be on the court. I have friends who buy tickets for their sons and their daughters, sometimes of these Western Conference teams. They come over to Detroit. This is their only time coming, and those guys choose to sit out.
Yeah, like LeBron.
I think that's, you know what? I will say this. LeBron's, think out of the many times I've seen him play Detroit, I think he sat out once the last time they came here.
Yeah. I barely remember any times of him sitting out, really.
He said, but I know a lot of guys, they come here and they sit out. I think that's whack. I mean, you're getting paid to play. Now you guys are just resting. One thing I love about Jordan is that where Kobe kind of got that from, I believe Jordan played 9 seasons where he played all 82 games. No, 9 seasons where he played and started all 82 games, 10 seasons where he just played all 82 games.
Minus the one time he came to Detroit playing for the Wizards where I missed it because the dude wanted some rest.
That's Wizards, Jordan. That doesn't count.
Now, you know what? It was in his first Wizards season, he did miss. I know he missed that one because I think he was injured. But his second Wizards season, his last one, he played all 82 games. He didn't start all 82 because he played all 82 games and he started 67 of them.
Okay.
But to the point about Kobe, like, man, you guys are out there. You guys are talking about Mamba mentality. You're gonna follow in Kobe's footsteps. Play. Play.
That's the funniest part about it. I got that Mamba mentality. Well, my ankle's a little sore. I don't know if I can go tonight. That ain't Mamba mentality.
Dude, you're talking about you got Mamba mentality. This dude tore his Achilles. You could have just walked off the court. Right? Could not walked. We could have been carried off the court, and nobody would have said anything because it's an Achilles injury. He stayed in there, knocked his free throws down, and then walked off with an effed up Achilles. And you guys are sitting because of.
That's why you got
Mamba mentality, though.
Yeah, you got the Mamba mentality. That's just fake. They just want to tell themselves that. But either way, man, what a great weekend for basketball, for the Pistons, for Ben Wallace, for Chris Webber, Kobe finally getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. His wife giving the beautiful speech, Michael Jordan being there. It was a big basketball weekend, and it leads us right into the playoffs that are coming up. Joey mentioned it in his news. The play-in games are here. We got the Lakers versus the Golden State State Warriors. I can't wait for that matchup. Whew, man, that's happening Wednesday night. And so obviously we're going to be talking about that and talking a lot about playoff basketball coming up over the next course of the week. So stick around because this is my favorite time of year for the NBA. Playoff basketball is here, and congratulations to Kobe Bryant for being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Joey, tell about Sun RV.
We're less than a month away, guys.
Yeah.
Less than a month away until we get to go to Petoskey, Michigan. It's just one of their 160 resorts nationwide across the U.S. and even some in Canada. So you got to check them out right now, sunrvresorts.com. I'm just excited to go on this camping trip because we ain't gone on vacations in forever.
Right.
That this is going to be that one time where we just get to go out. And, Corey, you're lucky because this is going to be your first ever camping experience. You going out there glamping. It's going to be a glamorous spot out there. So go out there. If you're not crazy about camping in the RV world, this is a whole new experience. So check it out for yourself. sunrvresorts.com. We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys. Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for checking in on all of our social media, commenting away. My boy Sean Dondada just dropped some stars on Facebook, and dude, like Sean has been here since we did our first video for Woodward Sports. So representing the OGs. What up, Dondada? And speaking of OGs, Adam is on the stage, and I feel like you're sitting very high, Adam.
I think Corey's trying to compensate for being short because this chair is
I'm like,
so
hey,
high
Adam,
up.
how's it going up there? But how was your weekend, buddy?
That was good.
Was your first weekend you were able to eat in a long time? Did you barbecue like a madman?
I did on Sunday. We barbecued, so it was a good time.
Nice.
Yeah, but one of the best things that happened over the weekend was I went 5-0.
Whoa!
But it wasn't on my Friday parlay, which is so frustrating. I went 5-0 on Saturday.
Oh.
I know.
So you won the parlay, then?
I went all baseball, and I hit every single one of them. I was so frustrated.
So you won some money.
Still
yeah,
good.
but you can't flaunt it on the show. That's all good. Whatever.
Right, yeah, because you didn't put it on the show.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. It's all good.
show me the ticket or it didn't happen.
Exactly.
How about Friday?
Friday we went 3-2. It wasn't that bad. Unfortunate. It should have been 4-1, but a late run cost us the under in one of our baseball games. But it's all good. I'll get straight into today's games. NHL playoffs start today, which means you guys know what I'm gonna do.
5.5?
No.
Is it? You got to shrink that now? Like 2.5?
No, honestly, I'm
1.5.
I'm starting to fall in love with this. I'm starting to fall in love with the cover in hockey, especially playoff hockey. I think the Avalanche, Avalanche as favorites is not worth betting. I believe they're minus 190 right now. So I rather, knowing that I will probably bet the Avalanche to win, I might as well just take the cover and I get it at an underdog line. And then I'm going to take that same philosophy with Edmonton. Edmonton, I believe, are minus 205 or minus 220. I can get them at an underdog just to cover and win by 2 goals. So, again, these 2 games, I'm definitely going to take those. You're going to see empty netters with 3-4 minutes left in the game. It's playoff time. Teams are going for it. So, if they're down a goal with 3 minutes left, face-offs in the opponent's half, they're probably going to bring out the goalie. So, I'm going to take that strategy for both of these games. I'm moving at baseball for the rest of the day. I'll take the Giants on the money line as underdogs. They shouldn't be underdogs. Their pitching is absolutely phenomenal this year. They are first in their division, and their division, let's keep in mind, has the Padres and the Dodgers. So they're killing it. And again, I get them at an underdog. My first 3 games, I'm getting them at underdog lines. I mean, this is super friendly. And then I'll take 2 covers. I'll take the Yankees to cover. Again, they're heavy favorites, minus 350. I mean, you're not going to win any money in that game, so you might as well take them to cover and win by more than a run. So we'll take it at minus 170. And the same concept with the Mariners to win the game. The Mariners are minus 140 against Detroit. Detroit's not all that great. They won a game against Chicago. Congratulations. That was good, I guess. Having said that, I'd rather take the Mariners to win by more than a run at an underdog line than just to have them win straight up. For me, it's a better bet. And, I mean, you can see by the odds in the bottom right corner, only $50, and you can turn it into $2,038. 4 underdog lines. I haven't done this in a while. So I'm taking 4 underdog lines. I really like it. And these are my bets for today.
Yeah, your overall record now up to 181 and 127. That is some good eating if you're playing at home. And, playoff hockey's a different animal, man. Like, I say this all the time. Out of the 4 major sports, hockey's probably the least of my favorite. But playoff hockey is just a different level when it comes to competitiveness and how they play.
If I could explain playoff hockey to a casual fan, it's something, if it was on TV and there was nothing else on TV, you would just sit back and watch and like, holy crap, this is actually really good. Yeah. Playoff hockey is just a different time of year.
Well, I think it was Brett Hall, and actually this kind of soured me on regular season hockey. Brett Hall, I believe when he was here, he's like, listen, NHL players only give like 70-80% during the regular season. They don't go all out. And to me, that was like, all right, then why should I watch? I'll only watch like 70% of the games. If that's all you're going to give me, that's all I'm going to give you back as a fan. But come playoff time, they give like 180%. Like these guys are skating through walls. Every second, you're holding your breath because one little tip of the puck, one little misdirection could change a whole series, let alone a game.
Don't you think that applies to all sports, though?
No.
70-80%?
Baseball and hockey, I think, are the most similar when it comes to that.
You could, I guess.
I think basketball
you're
and
talking
hockey,
like effort.
Effort.
Yeah, I think basketball and hockey are probably the most comparable from an effort standpoint.
Yeah, because football is a little bit different. It's a shorter
football,
season.
You have no choice but to give 180%.
Yeah.
Because it's a 17-game schedule, and then you have playoffs.
And if you don't give it your all, you get hurt.
Right.
Well, yeah, but in baseball, you have to give it your all because your season relies on it. It's totally different. You can't just go up to the plate and bat and be like, you know what? I'll let him strike me out.
The numbers stick with you
just
forever.
Can't. Yeah, like you're held accountable in that standpoint. So
yeah, I think as far as intensity, ratcheting up baseball and hockey are my favorite. But that also says during the regular season, they're also the least ratcheted up too. Because football, like you said, they can't dial it up too much more come playoff time. It is a different animal, but it's still every play is just as intense week 8 as it is first round of the playoffs. Basketball, you see the defense start to play. Offense, they're still trying throughout the entire season. But, yeah, for baseball and hockey, it's just, baseball turns into every pitch I'm, like, watching. Every ball matters. Every person that gets on base matters. In regular season, doesn't really matter.
The game slows down in the playoffs for baseball. Yeah. That's why I think the NBA and the NHL are so comparable from a regular season to a playoff standpoint. The players are just trying to get through the regular season. Both play 82 games. And then when they get to the playoffs, it's 180%. I'm playing through injury. I don't care what happens. I'm going for it. It's playoff time. And that's why I think the NBA and the NHL are so comparable.
All right, well, let's run down your bets one last time so anybody that missed them can get those bets in right now. And, make sure you're paying attention to these. Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, I'll start with hockey, of course. I'm going to take the Colorado Avalanche to cover a goal and a half, and I'll take the Edmonton Oilers to cover a goal and a half. And I'm getting them both at underdog lines, especially the Edmonton one. That is a steal. If anything, those two should be flipped. Colorado should be a little higher. Having said that, I'm happy both ways. I could care less. I'll take the Giants on the money line at an underdog price. Again, the Giants are a better team than the Reds. You can't pass up opportunities when lines are misjudged. So we'll take that. We'll take the Yankees and the Mariners to cover a run and a half. I'll take the Yankees only because there's such heavy favorites on the money line. It's not worth betting. They're minus 340. There's no money to be made there. So we're just going to take the cover. They're going to win anyways. We might as well put all of our eggs in a basket on them that they'll win more by... wow. That is like a fucking tongue twister, man. They'll win by more than a run is basically where I'm going with this.
There you go, Adam.
Jesus
Nail
Christ,
it, baby.
man.
Happy Monday, buddy.
Happy Monday, man. Anyways, Seattle Mariners to beat the Detroit Tigers. Not only to beat them, but to beat them by more than a run. I think I'm not asking much here from either of these teams. And again, I get 4 out of my 5 bets are underdog prices, which means your parlay odds are super exploded. I mean, $50. Literally, usually when I bet $50, I win like $600-700 on a bet. This one, I'm 400xing. Like, this is it is a wicked parlay because of the underdog odds, but I'm happy with the ticket. I think it's a strong ticket.
All right. Well, get those bets in and make sure you do that at mybookie.com. And all you got to do is enter promo code Woodward10 and get that free $10. You don't have to deposit anything. You don't have to put your own money in. We're just going to set up a free $10 account for you. Enter promo code Woodward10 at mybookie.com. And then that way you could sign up. You could play Adam's bets and maybe turn that $10. What'd you say? It's a 400 plus. So
Yeah, 400x.
yeah,
I mean,
maybe turn that $10 and $400.
yeah, I'm starting to think Corey's like conscious of his height.
Yeah.
Because like I'm way too high. I'm not taller
I
than
should be like sitting up here.
Like if this was this guy's like 6'5".
So yes, thank you, Adam, for coming on with your bets. Get your bets in today. Mybookie.com or mybookie.ag. Promo code Woodward10. Sign up today.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for waking up with us this morning. We're on every morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on Woodward Sports. Fish is fired up today. He's over there going nuts in the booth. Can you show Fish real quick? Fish, what are you doing, buddy? You just get excited?
Yeah, just having fun, just celebrating, just whatever happens, happens.
Just celebrating life?
Celebrating Monday, too. That's what I love about you today, Fish.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. Love these past couple weekends. We're getting into the finals for European soccer. We got finals for rugby. We got finals for everything. It's just a great time to be alive.
Basketball.
Yeah, well, basketball and
my teams
hockey
are coming home. It's just incredible.
I love Fish so much. Well, we got Mikey TikTok up here on the desk with us today. And if you've been following along on the show, every Monday he comes on at 9 a.m. And we've been doing this about 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
First week, yeah. Second week was good. Third week was
non-existent.
Last week was you just didn't do anything. So this week can only go up, right?
Yes. This week can only go up.
It can only go up. And I see you got your sexy specs on and everything.
Yeah, and this week I did hybrid, so I'm starting to do a little bit more streaming on the network. And so I decided, you know what? I'm going to play a game, and in between, batters, I'm going to tell a joke. Pass the time, get those nice cuts in there. And I'm excited for this one. I really am.
All right.
You better hope Sick and Joey like it, because they'll whip on you. And I'll defend you. I'll defend you.
We ain't going to rip on you. That's not our goal. We're just going to give him our honest opinion.
Yeah, no, honest feedback. Like, listen, if you suck and I get up here and I tell you you're awesome, I'm not doing you any favors.
You aren't, and I agree with that.
Yeah, do it off the air. Whip his soul out, just unmangle his body. That's not nice.
It's like watching Endgame.
Dude, Fish has been...
It's like watching someone die in front of you. You don't want to see that.
I'll kick his body, Fish.
On the air? I don't want to see it on the air.
Fish has been so worried about how we treated you a couple weeks ago.
So have I. Fish is just a projection of me, really.
All right, well, let's see what you got. Hopefully it doesn't suck, so I don't have to rip you today. Go ahead, Mikey.
What's going on, guys? It is Mikey TikTok with the glasses on. I'm now known as Michael social media platform. Much more trustworthy, much more reliable, and I can actually see doing these broadcasts now. If you're wondering what that is behind me, no, I didn't put that up now. That is my Mace window. I'm not proud of the joke, but it's been there for over a year, and I'm just going to keep it there. I'm also doing a little bit of streaming of MLB The Show. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay, sort of a things to come here at the network that I'm incredibly excited about. First major headline this week, though, Medina Spirit, the horse that won the Kentucky Derby, got busted for steroid use. Hate to see it. Nobody suspected anything during the race. It was actually after the race when the horse was spotted benching 400 pounds and hanging out with Jose Canseco. That might do it. Now we are on to the show. We have the Texas Texans against the Baltimore Orioles. I'm obviously the Texas Texans. All right, so we got Nick Castellanos, former Tiger, at the plate, looking at an absolute Oh, good contact. Terrible freaking hit, though. Straight to the catcher on the first pitch, my first at-bat, my first ever stream. That's not good. Now, look, I'm recording this before the Lakers and Blazers play-in spot is decided. And as a natural LeBron disliker, I want to write a joke about LeBron. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't know if the Lakers are playing in the playoffs yet. So, here it goes. The Lakers were eliminated from playoff contention last night, which is fine, because I'm sure Disney World's gift shop is still open. And if I'm not wrong, they're still selling LeBron's NBA rings from last year. Stick, I hope you like that one. Now we have Roberto Clemente, who's hitting a 167 mark, but let's see what goes on here. That's a ball way outside. Don't want to pitch to Roberto, man. He's too good. Ooh, beautiful strike right there. Had me looking at it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to swing, and then I didn't. There we go. Give me that. Drop in there. Okay, we got a single. We're on base with a single. In Michigan, the state lifted the mask mandate for those with vaccines. I'm a little confused, guys. I've not only watched The Mask, I've watched many more Jim Carrey movies during the pandemic and never had a problem. This law doesn't make much sense to me. Now we got the big hurt. Frank Thomas. He doesn't want to pitch. Woo! I got to hit something out of the park. Because if I don't, that's just disappointing. It's a wasted at-bat. Goodbye. Oh. That makes me mad. I was a little early on that one. But I absolutely would have crushed that. Whoa. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to show you guys, but this is a great experience. I'm loving doing this. I'll say that. In more basketball news, the NBA announced that they're going to start cracking down on players that use unusual shooting forms to draw fouls. Following this announcement, James Harden retired from the NBA to become a beard salesman. Do you buy beards? I can't grow one, so I don't know where Joey gets his. I accidentally just made Clemente steal, so that's going to get interesting. Oh, no. Okay, so 2 outs, and it's 3-2 count. Loaded up count, full count. Let's see what I can get. Get some decent contact off that. Another single. We'll take it. 2 singles. Now for a joke I didn't want to do, but I thought of, and it's such a bad dad joke, I had to tell it. I even dropped this in the group chat. I entertained the group. Sean, it's okay to drop jokes in the group chat, okay, man? So anyway, over the weekend, I decided that I want a new inner tube. So, had to go to 4 beaches just to see if I liked it. I had to know for sure. 42 edition Ken Griffey Jr., one of my favorite players of all time. We'll see. I'll give Frank Thomas a lead just to make him feel good about himself. Pitcher looking over. You know he's not running, dude. I just stole with Frank Thomas because why not? Strike 3. Thanks for joining me for this very short stream, kind of an introduction. Show you guys what the show is all about and what I like to do here at this network. So have a great day.
Oh my gosh. All right, Mike. I love the joke part of it.
Yeah.
The part of you playing the game in between the jokes, I think, got a little long.
Yeah.
Got a little long.
Okay.
And it really, I don't know, kind of threw me off a bit because you're serious, then you're joking, then you're serious, then you're joking. Let's do this. Next week, just stick with the jokes like we originally planned for this. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
But overall, I think that was great. I think it was a lot better, more improved, funnier jokes. It's just sometimes the gameplay, it was kind of slow in between.
I feel like it's the structure to it. The structure on that one, because there really was no flow on that whole thing. The you playing video games could be its own segment.
Yep.
But the jokes itself, that's what we like Mikey TikTok for.
Yep.
So we need your awkward jokes.
But overall, I lauged a couple times. I liked it.
I was proud of that.
Your foreshore joke that you've been using several times.
I had to do it. I had to do it on air. I had to do it on air. It was a necessity.
Yes. Well, good job, Mikey TikTok. And if you don't know, Mikey kind of, what do you want to call it, a promotion last week?
I don't know what it was.
Definitely a new assignment. I take it as a promotion because
Yeah.
you're going to be leading your own thing here.
Yeah, I will be.
So Mikey's going to be heading up our esports division, and we're going over all the gameplay and stuff today. So if you're a streamer that wants to be a part of this, let us know too, and we can get you a part of the team. But you got to be doing MLB, you got to be doing NCAA, you got to be doing Madden, you got to be doing sports.
2K.
Yep.
Some 2K.
Anything sports, seriously, hit me up, Michael at Woodward Sports, if you want to do something, because we got a spot for you, and we want you to be a part of this. And who doesn't want to work with me, right, guys?
Right. Question for you, though. When did you record that video?
When did I record that?
Yeah.
That was done yesterday.
Oh, man.
Why are you wearing the same shirt, bro?
I change shirts when I sleep.
What?
Yeah.
So you
I wear
changed the
this, I got
shirt.
like a bed shirt, right? So I showered.
Bed shirt.
I was
Okay.
like, I
There's
got my
something
fit for
called
tomorrow.
2 shirts.
Might as well wear something nice. I was like, I'll wear this nice shirt that I got. And I'm like, I have this this oversized shirt that I got, and I'm like, I wear that, so I put this back on this morning because it's clean.
Well, you look clean, man.
Yeah.
I like the glasses. You're looking nice.
Thank
You
you.
got
I like
the
the glasses
haircut.
look.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Mikey's come a long way. He used to just walk around here without sleeves.
Yeah.
Messed up hair and no glasses.
Yeah.
Look at you, man.
Now we got all of the above.
Now
Mr.
I can
Steal
see.
Your Girl.
What? Yeah. Mr. Possibly talk to your girl for one day and then get really disappointed when I get my hopes up.
Mr. Friend Zone.
Hey.
Well, thank you, Mikey TikTok, for coming on every Monday at 9 a.m. Next week will be even better, won't it, Mikey?
Yeah. Yeah. Confidence.
And make sure you follow our people at Enjoy Levels on Instagram. They're a great follow. They have tons of cool stuff that they're putting up every single day. And you can go to their website, too, enjoylevels.com. It's a brand new store that's opening up in Centerline next month. And this grand opening is going to be crazy. I mean, there's a pretty big Detroit artist that we're talking about bringing there. A couple other national artists that we're talking about bringing in. Maybe some big giveaways. I don't want to let that cat out of the bag just yet, but make sure you're following them at Enjoy Levels on Instagram, and we will see you at their grand opening in Centerline next month.
You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Drake Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate. Oh, Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Pour that out.
The rock music.
Gotta throw them up.
Gotta play that for my man, MCDC, Motor City Dan Campbell. Welcome back. It is the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Stick. This is the Morning Woodward Show. We got Corey back up on stage. We got Joey up here with us. Fish, Alex, and of course Paige, who we're going to talk to in just a little bit. Paige, you're actually going to have to sit in that other seat when we talk to you and get the mic ready. But first, Lions talk. Before we get into the Dan Campbell stuff, can we talk about Nate Burleson yesterday?
Got to talk about Nate.
Did you guys see the tweet that Nate Burleson put out? So somebody asked Nate Burleson, it says, somebody was asking him, what's your greatest career achievement? And his response was signing with the Lions and helping change a losing culture, which provided pride in a city that deserved it. And then, we replied to him, Detroit loves you too, Nate. You always represented well. Here's your roses. And Nate retweeted us. But that is awesome that when you ask him what his greatest career achievement was, and it was helping the Lions have a winning culture. And that is very similar to, I feel, that the role that Dan Campbell is playing right now, is that he is helping the Lions return to that winning culture that we somewhat had when Nate Burleson was here. And look, Lions winning culture compared to like Patriots winning culture, we're not having that conversation. We're talking about strictly Detroit Lions. And for Nate Burleson to acknowledge that as the best thing to happen in his career, it just made me feel good.
And it's no surprise that Nate Burleson loved Detroit. I mean, he even started his own clothing company, Lion Blood. I don't know if it still exists or not, but the guy even puts his own brand out there showing support for the city, which is
And
amazing.
Lion Blood has some cold stuff.
Heck yeah.
I love it. I think Dan Campbell, but by Nate Burleson, that's just really dope by him. I was kind of conflicted hearing him say that because, there are people in the studio who do not like the winning culture that Dave Burleson helped bring here, but that's for another discussion since we don't want to go into the Jim Caldwell rabbit hole.
In the studio? Oh, you're talking Adam?
Adam.
Oh,
Sean.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sean. Me and Sean have had that conversation. Like, Sean doesn't think winning records are winning, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, but again, I love that by Nate, and also to your point, I just love what Dan Campbell is really trying to instill here. Yesterday, that he had a morning press conference before they went to the rest of the rookie mini camps, and he said a lot of stuff that really stuck out to me. I know I sent you the quotes, and before I get into what stuck out to me, I'm curious, what stuck out to you?
Really, the fact that they're in rookie training camp without a quarterback was the first thing that stuck out to me. But good thing we have Mark Brunell.
Yeah.
If anybody's going to be throwing these guys balls, it's Mark Brunell, and he actually looked pretty good. I liked his thoughts on Amon-Ra, St. Brown, but really a lot of it was more, hey, we've just had these guys 2 days. Like, he said a lot, but he didn't say a lot. I like Jamar Jefferson. I liked his response to when he was asked about being hungry and how when he was drafted in the 7th round that he had a chip on his shoulder. Does he still carry that chip with him? And he's like, no, man, it's business time. Like, I'm about my business right now. So really, I took more out of what the players were talking about yesterday than what Dan Campbell. Because even though Dan Campbell is my favorite person to listen to speak, he gave us a lot of coach speak yesterday.
Yeah, 2 things that stuck out to me from him yesterday was, one, stuck out to me when they asked him about if they were going to stay there for practice.
Practice?
They were going to stay home for practice, and he said that when he first came out and said it, he started by saying like they were staying there for practice, like it was a decision by him. That's what they ultimately wanted to do. But as he started talking more, he said kind of like, I don't know whether it was a slip and he just kind of like went ahead with the plan, but he said that he reached out to the coaches late and that he struck out on being able to set up those joint practices with those other teams. And by the time that he reached out, those other teams had made those plans. So I'm not going to get bent out of shape about that, but that did kind of like it raised my eyebrows a little bit like, huh.
Uh-oh, missed that ball.
Yeah, you were late. I would have been, if you would have just said, hey, we're going to go ahead and just do our own thing and left it at that, cool. You adding that part about, hey, I was honestly kind of late about reaching out to the coaches, and by the time I reached out to them, they set up their other plans. I didn't like that answer. I'm just going to be upfront. But the answer that I did like from him was him talking about, the coaches within the organization on both sides of the ball. They're talking trash to each other. He feels that it's going to be some competitive practices, and he loves the energy and the spirit that's around the team. So that I did take from it. So I took some bad, but I also took some good from it.
Yeah, listen, here's what's going to happen during Lions practices this year. There's going to be a lot of fights. Like, there's going to be fights, and I mean, like, men fighting. Like, don't be scared of this, and don't be like, oh, the team's in disarray. Like, no. When you put a bunch of alphas in a room, and you put a bunch of dudes with attitudes and mean behaviors in a room, it's going to happen. But at the end of the day, it's like when you fight your brother. I'm allowed to fight you, but if anybody else messes with you, then they got a problem with me.
I think it's going to be one of those iron sharpens iron type of things in their practices. Because
Corey dropping wisdom today, man.
they have
crabs in a bucket, iron sharpening iron. I love it.
Hey,
in a barrel, all right? Get it right.
Sorry.
Crabs in a bucket, same difference. You can say crabs in a bucket.
Yeah, Joey.
Come on.
But I believe they're in a situation where they have so many violent guys that they're gonna be like, hey, you don't bite his kneecaps this way. You bite his kneecaps this way. They're like you said, there are gonna be some fights in there, but they're gonna be grooming each other for this season of putting out an identity for Detroit Lions football, preparing it for the world to see, and I think that's gonna attract more players down the line to come over to the Lions, come join this Dan Campbell wave, and I love what's about to come.
My favorite thing is Amon St. Brown coming out saying that he's here ready to take someone's job, because then I think in my head, I'm like, how many wide receivers do we have? Do we even have anyone for him to take their job from?
No, unless they re-sign Amendola.
Which I don't think's happening.
No, he's still a free agent.
So I'm pretty sure he just has the job. He
You already took the
nobody's
job.
job.
Right. I love this guy's attitude, St. Brown. He's all the guys that they drafted this year are angry. All of them have something to prove. Yeah, and all of them just play with that edge and that attitude that is really going to translate onto the field. Will it translate to wins season 1 right out the gate? That's the only thing I'm concerned about is can you keep that mindset while you're losing? Because it's real easy to be an animal while you're winning. It's real easy to be excited for the game. It's real easy to get up for that next opponent. But, come week 12 when we're sitting maybe 3-9, are you still going to come out with that ball hawking energy?
Yeah, and that's hopefully, oh God, there's part of me that wants them to be 3-9, parts of me that doesn't want them to be 3-9.
Right.
But that's for another conversation.
I just don't want to see it again. Like we just saw with the Pistons. I don't want to see that again.
I think this time will be a lot different if we saw it this time around. If they suck because we kind of know they're in a rebuild. Like with the Pistons, we understood like okay, they're rebuilding. They're going to be a bad product this season. They're letting us know they're going to be bad. Okay, I can stomach it. Not when you got a guy who's brought in to be the savior and ends up making us worse. No, if we fare bad under Dan Campbell, I'll be okay. But we're going to be fine.
Over under, how long do you think it's going to be till we can actually speak Matt Patricia's name without like vileness behind it?
Never. It's never going to happen because, granted, Detroit has never been one of the top winningest franchises. We know that, but even by Detroit Lions standards, even by the 0-16 team standards, Matt Patricia took the Detroit Lions to new lows. It was beyond just watching a bad football team. It was bad morale around Lions the entire 2.5, 3 years he was here. It was just one of those things when you see Lions football, just like, your stomach turned. Matt Patricia's until the Lions win the playoff game and even past it, he's going to be public enemy number 1.
One of my favorite players right now, though, is Derek Barnes.
Yes.
When anybody comes out and says that they watch Seau and especially Ray Lewis film before every single game, that is the mentality that I want on my team.
Yeah, no, this is what I talked about. I want people that will actually murder somebody on the football team. Like, I'm sick of playing this nice guy thing. We need thugs. We need gangsters. We need dudes that will bite kneecaps. Like, that's what we need, and we finally got them. And I love it. When I say thug and gangster, I mean that in the best way possible.
That's an offensive term.
Yeah, no, I don't mean it in an offensive way at all.
Hopefully, people know how to use context. Well, whatever I forgot. Common sense isn't common.
Yeah, they don't.
But on Derek,
he said thugs. He's talking. I was like, no. I'm talking.
He's not
mentality.
He's not John Beeline up here.
Cancel me, fish.
He's not John Beeline up here. But Dan Campbell did say something about Derek Barnes yesterday. I'm gonna read that right now. Look there again. We've gotten so much feedback on this kid, just character, who he is, the intangibles, but I would say at this point, he's locked in. He's all business. He takes it serious. He's got a certain approach and a presence about him, and he's been good. We're only 2 days into it, but I would say up to this point, we've liked what we've seen.
Yeah. And that's what we've been hearing from around the league, like people just praising the Lions for that Barnes pick, which I absolutely love. And then we got this video of Dan Campbell talking about their tough schedule that they have coming up this season. And you can tell that this guy he doesn't care. He just loves football.
We got a long time between now and September. And so, honestly, when it first came out, my first thought was, I told Rod, I was like, man, when you get it, let me know. Let me know. I want to hear it. I can't wait to find out. And so the staff's the same way. I mean, this is a challenge, man, and our team's going to look at it as a challenge. This could be fun. I think it's exciting we get to open at home. That's kick-ass, I think our fans are going to be going crazy. I think it's going to be loud as hell, and I think we'll give them hell, But, hey, it's exciting. I'm fired up.
The fact that he says, I think this is going to be fun. You have the second toughest record or the second toughest schedule in the NFL. I think it's going to be fun. I just love that, like, take all comers attitude.
I'm just glad I didn't get we're going to go out there and going to put the best product on the field, and we're going to try, and I'm going to wear a pencil in my ear with a laminate board, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Love it.
Yeah.
You know, what more can you really say? You got to have fun with this. Yes, football is a serious thing, but it's also supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be so tight-ass.
Well, and the thing is, I actually believe him.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he's up there like, oh, yeah, okay, well, we got a tough schedule. It's going to be fun. It's like, no. This guy's looking for, this guy's the guy that stands at the bottom of the mountain, looks at the top, is like, God, I can't wait to get up there. This is going to be an amazing ride, And he doesn't care how big the mountain is, what's in his way. He's going to get us there. And I love that mentality. But once again, it goes back to, it's nice right now. Everything's been going well for the Lions. Everybody's on the hype train. But if they start losing, can you keep this energy?
The honeymoon is good right now.
Yes,
everything is
good.
going great.
Mm-hmm.
But the marriage really don't start until week 1. And that is when we're really going to see what the hell this team looks like. Well, actually, we're going to see in preseason, but when it counts,
right.
Week 1. And that's where I'm going to be judging this team off of. I'm just hoping that they're competitive and that they play. I really want them to be as competitive. I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Uh-oh. Say it, Corey.
I don't want them to have the same record as them, but I want them to be as competitive as the Giants were last year. They had no business winning the games that they won, but they competed in each game. I believe that we're going to be better coached, have a better coaching staff, but I at least just want them to compete each game. That's really it. Don't want them to duplicate the Giants' success, but even in from last year, we will watch each Giants game, even the ones they got throttled, they competed all game.
Judge had that defense operating at a high level all season long. And, Adam and I were talking about that all year last year. The Judge could have been up for Coach of the Year for what he did with the product that he had.
Yeah.
So, you're right. I mean, when you first said it, I was like, the Giants, they suck. But then I started to think about, okay, well, they were a defensive-based, attitude team. They didn't have Saquon Barkley. They got Danny Dimes turning the ball over 17 times a game. So if we can be that without Danny Dimes.
And I think we definitely have a better quarterback than Danny Dimes. So that's I'm just like, if we can just compete like them, okay, I'm good.
I like it. And, it's just nice to hear that the rookies are in training camp. Penei Sewell is not there. He is out with COVID, and Dan Campbell kind of addressed that. He said it's not going to hurt him whatsoever. He'll be here. We'll probably get him early this week, so hopefully he's back either Monday or Tuesday of this week. He's been on the Zoom meeting, so schematically he's on it. He'll be fine. He just has to adjust quickly, and it's not going to be any setback whatsoever, which you love to hear. Your number 7 overall pick. Even though he can't be in rookie training camp right now. That's the good news about our guy being an offensive lineman is, there's only so many sets. There's only so many coverage calls. There's only so many things that he's missing out on. And really what they work on is technique. So
he's missing out, but it ain't going to be missing out like a wide receiver or any of our other picks.
Exactly. It's not like, Jeff Okudah coming in last year without anybody showing him how to function as a professional athlete, and him coming out and saying that now, like, oh, I got more in my toolbox now than I did last seaon at this time.
I hate that quote.
I do too, but I also love that quote.
Yeah, it's
truth coming out.
It's just like, God. It was that shitty last year.
Right.
Like when I heard that, I just got instantly like, I was in the middle of the interview. I wanted to slam the damn laptop. Like, what the hell did we have to deal with last year?
Part of me though too on the flip side is like, listen, Okudah, don't try using that as a cop out. I want to see what you actually prove this year before I really take in that quote.
I believe him 100%.
I know, but I'm just saying I want to see it.
But the thing is, I believe him 100% off the simple fact that more than one player has said this.
Right.
Like, Aaron Glenn came in and said that I think that they did not have any confidence in what they were doing. He said that day one. And then you got the players coming out like, oh, this is what coaching is like. Yeah, Matt, you want to ask when Matt Patricia's going to be done? Never. He's always villain number one.
Corey's gonna have kids and like sitting there telling them the stories about Matt Patricia and how dark the days of the Lions used to be.
No. I'm not gonna have to sit there and tell them. I'm gonna have in my man cave. I'm gonna have a Matt Patricia wall where I'm gonna teach them how to throw darts at that son of a bitch every damn day. Fire!
Did I hear darts?
Fish, you like darts?
Love darts.
Okay.
Shocker.
When the world opens, you got to watch darts in England. It's the best thing ever. 20,000 people packed in there with their goofy outfits, watching two grown men throw darts at a board. Best thing ever.
Don't we have something like that in America, like some professional dart tournament or something?
I'm sure. Yeah, we got professional everything.
They hit that bullseye every single time.
Well, the bullseye's not the
triple
top
20.
prize.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing you want to aim for.
That's right, Fish. I know my darts.
It's a fun sport to watch. Everything's fun to watch.
What's your favorite dart game?
What do you mean dart game?
Well, they have different ones where one's like you count backwards, another one you're counting up, another one you got to hit the specific numbers. Like they have different games when it comes to darts.
The only one I know of is they start at 501, you go all the way down.
The 501? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they split that up too. They have different styles of that. But 501's the international standard?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I know where you're getting.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing, but I think I know where you're getting at.
I'm trying to think right now. Is Stick talking out of his ass or is Fish looking at him like, what the hell are you saying?
No, there's 501 and then there's like a 250 or something like that. Then there's another game where you count up to like 180. Like there's all types of different games within a dart
Yeah,
board.
I don't know all those games. The only one I know is 501. And you must have, you kind of hit on it. You got to finish with a double.
Yeah.
So you can't finish on, 10. You got to finish on double 5.
Perfect. Yeah, those guys that can throw darts are crazy. Dan Campbell talked about the rookies. They're in training camp again this week. Hopefully, Sewell is back this week, and we have some updates for you on that. It's weird having these training. I wonder how, now that the earth is opening up again and the mask mandate is going away, if they're going to start inviting people like you to actually come down to Allen Park and watch the training camp so we can get some more insight. Because right now, all we're getting is coaches responding, essentially.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I really do not like. We talked to Justin Rose about this last week. I really do not like these Zoom interviews. I really like being there in person. Like that's also the interesting thing as well. I would not probably be here that much if it were for COVID. I'd be like doing the show and then racing to Allen Park because everything was there.
You'd be at Allen Park, and we'd just be calling you in. Like, Corey, all right, it's time for football talk with Corey. How's it going at Allen Park this morning?
Well,
now all we get is these shitty Zoom quality videos. All right, Corey, what'd you get?
So we'll be back to that. And, Corey, hopefully the Allen Park opens up, and you get to be down there soon. Coming up next, Joey's News. We're going to hit that right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
You want sports? We got sports for you right here, Woodward Sports.
How do I even come after that?
This is the only time I'm going to be calm because I'm certainly not during the show. Poor Joy.
I'm Drake Bill. I'm here.
Legion and Bell every day right here on Woodward Sports from 11 to 1.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's News.
Let's go.
The most perfect tank without really tanking that the Detroit Pistons just finished because the team showed so much improvements. Our rookies, obviously, we got to see the stars in our 4 rookies. The Pistons just ended their season, losing to the Miami Heat 120-107, and will not make the playoffs, unfortunately, guys.
Nope, not this year.
It's a shocker, but honestly, 20-52, when you see that record, I don't think that's the Pistons because there were so many good highlights throughout this season and so many good notable names that we're starting to really be familiar with the actual rookies that we drafted and how perfect Troy Weaver did with this draft.
Yeah, I can't believe we played 72 games this season. This season went by so fast. That and hockey season. I just didn't feel like there was really much to talk about. We went through a whole Pistons season. We probably covered them on this show in depth, 10 times?
Yeah,
something like
10
that.
or so.
We were doing Piston pre-games and stuff like that before the studio started to get so busy. But this season just flew by, man.
I mean, this year it was just pretty much Pistons get their ass kicked. And next, but it was it feels good though.
It was
it feels good though because we're seeing the promise. We're seeing a true restoring of the franchise.
And when you like say like, all right, the Pistons just finished this tank job, to me, I don't think intentional, but it was so perfectly executed that we're still one of the 3 teams that have the highest percent of landing the #1 overall pick this year. And you look at those odds for us being the #1, let alone #2 and #3 still being in the probably mid 10 to 20% range. I mean, that's all we're asking for right now. Get a Cade, get a Jalen.
Yeah, isn't it worst record in the league has 14% chance, second record in the league 13.4, and then third worst record is like 12 something. Yeah. So yeah, we're second, so we're 13.4% chance to get that #1 overall pick. 45% chance to stay within the top 3. So, oh God, if we fall out of the top 3, like Corey said earlier, I'd be so pissed at the NBA.
We're gonna end up getting like a Wagner brother or someone. And we
don't even play like that.
No, we got Troy Weaver. I ain't worried about the wrong pick. But we got to congratulate our boy Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
On his accomplishment now, a honoree in the 2021 Basketball Hall of Fame class. I could watch Ben Wallace videos all day, I realized.
Yeah, because he's a different player, man. There aren't many guys out there doing this.
Get out of here, T-Mac.
Even today, there's just not guys playing like this. That's why I kind of love Zion a little bit. I see a little bit of Ben Wallace in him. Obviously, much more evolved offensive game, but
see a little bit in Beef Stew.
Yeah, a little bit, but not with the violence.
Yes.
Like Ben played with such violence. He was so just strong with everything that he did. I mean, look at that. Half the time he's out there playing volleyball.
I think Isaiah Stewart is violent for this era.
That's exactly. That's it.
For this era. For that era, now it's something different. Ben was a different boy.
Yeah. I mean, you can't even try anything in this league. It's not even that. I hate saying, oh, the NBA is so soft, but when you compare it to years ago in the whole Pistons era, the bad boys, it is soft.
Yeah. It's only getting softer. I mean, but that's the same thing with every sport because the more we learn about injuries, like look at football. Football's damn near two-hand touch when we're talking about quarterbacks at this point.
Oh, quarterback, I promise you, probably in the next 10 years, it's going to be like quarterback's going to wear a flag, and you pull the flag, they're sacked.
Yeah. Well, and think about the wide receivers that used to go over the middle. Like that used to be, you'd go over the middle? Like that used to be a tip in the cap to somebody. But now it's like, oh, yeah, well, of course you go over the middle. The strong safety can't light you up like they used to.
I don't think I've seen anybody go over the middle since, who was that? Lynch lit up Keyshawn Johnson. Ooh. Oh. You remember that?
I do.
Keyshawn got up mad. His nose was bloody. He had nose cracks.
I mean, that's when you were the man, though, going over the middle, like Michael Irvin and all those guys back in the day. They made a living going over the middle when no one else would.
And along with that, Detroit's own Chris Webber, also honoree in the Basketball Hall of Fame for 2021, and then Paul Pierce and Chris Bosh.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and then on Saturday, Kobe Bryant officially became a Hall of Famer, and Vanessa Bryant commented and said he didn't really talk about the awards, but he did mention the Hall of Fame a week before he and Gigi passed away. And just seeing the whole ceremony with Jordan doing the announcement of actually making the formal award announcement, and Vanessa Bryant just so powerful, always being the one popping up there.
Yeah.
And talking.
Kobe in high school. Like Kobe looked like a grown-ass man in high school.
He looked the same.
He looked the exact same. Right.
The Lakers and Warriors, I know this is one that we all are excited about. LeBron James probably not so excited about because he hates this play-in tournament, but the Lakers will be facing the Warriors in the Western Conference play-in tournament. LeBron James did make his return, and the dude does look 100% on the court.
Over, Schroeder, and James throws it down.
You think this team has a chance?
Yeah, but not a strong one right now. I think I felt that the Lakers had a chance if they were healthy and they had time to gel together, but they're kind of right now how I feel the Nets are in the same boat. They have the talent to be to go there, but the problem is chemistry gets underrated a lot.
Oh yeah, and basketball especially.
And if you have not played together as a unit for a significant time, then you can get caught. We saw it happen last year with the Clippers. To me, the Clippers were a better team than the Los Angeles Lakers. But the problem was the Clippers did not play together for many stretches throughout last season. So they got popped. because they were not really familiar with each other, and going down the stretch and in crucial moments. So the Lakers, I believe they have a chance as good as anybody, but due to their lack of chemistry right now, they could get popped.
Yeah.
And
when you got LeBron James and AD, you got a shot.
Yeah.
Period. You put them, honestly, take everybody else off the Lakers, you trot them around the league and plot them on any team, you got a shot.
Yeah. J. Cole, if you had hints of that team that might really make you a contender in the playoffs, made his professional basketball debut in, what basketball league was it again?
Basketball Africa League.
Yeah, the Basketball Africa League. This was his only bucket of the day. He had 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists.
He has a record in Africa. The most steals in AfroBasket qualifiers.
I love the commentator, too.
Well, that's in a single game.
I could see this guy being a good player. You really don't at all?
No.
I don't think that J. Cole is going to be a good player, but I want to see more from him. I mean, anybody can look like he kind of had like the Darko effect. Anybody can look good in practice, but when you get on the court, let's see what you really do. I want to see how he plays in his next couple of games. I mean, for him to be 36 years old and that's his first game.
That's what I was going to say, man. You don't start at 36 years old being a professional athlete and ascend.
Yeah.
That's about the time your body starts shutting down. Everybody starts talking about he's over his peak. You don't become an elite athlete at 36. Maybe it's happened in the past. I could be wrong. There's probably 1 or 2 scenarios. But
not at 36, though.
Yeah.
I here's what I expect from J. Cole.
Chris Winkie at quarterback. Remember when he was like 26 in NCAA? It was crazy.
That man.
And then he still got drafted.
Still got drafted.
It's like Langford playing for State.
Right.
The only other dude.
That dude's been there 47 years.
Langford been there since the 90s. We know it. But I don't expect much out of J. Cole. I was always under the mindset of like, if J. Cole gets north of 6 points a game, I'd be shocked. So,
you think this is going to be something that lasts? Like, how long do you think he's going to actually play in this league?
The season. The rest of the season.
Well, they said
that's a big commitment.
I don't even think he's going to play the season. I think they said that he was going to be there for 3 to 6 games, and I think he's going to be there just for that. Because again, I said,
what the hell are we doing?
Using his name to bring some little pub to this league.
It's a market. I think it's a marketing ploy because they lost their season due to COVID, and now this is their inaugural year. Everybody's been curious. A lot of people that I know, they've been curious to see like, oh man, J. Cole used to hoop. J. Cole used to hoop. So they're curious to see how he would play. And this was a good chance for him to get out there. But I don't think he's going to end up leaving his rap career to go play basketball. Especially not after that album that he dropped last Friday, because that boy is that might be one of his best albums he's ever made.
Fire.
You think he got his own intro music? Just dropped the new album as he walks in.
What's up, Fish?
I guess this is Basketball African League is a league, but it's only like 2 weeks. It ends on the 29th of May, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 to 6 games is basically how many games they're playing.
Got it.
They just obviously don't know if he's going to start all 6 games or whatever.
Got it.
Today's one of those days that I'm just thinking about food and what I'm going to eat for lunch. It's exactly how Mike Breen was commentating this game for the Celtics. Look what he has to say about one of their players.
Randall. Noel keeps it alive, but right to Taco Bell. Here comes Parker. Did I just say Taco Bell? Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
You must be hungry, bro.
You think he got Taco Bell after the game?
I need to get some sleep. That's good.
Taco Bell.
Taco Fall's his real name?
Right. Taco Fall is the man, too. He's literally like 7'6". The guy's a beast.
You know what's crazy? My only memory of Taco Fall in the NBA is freaking Kyle Lowry chucking that pass over his head to OG Anunoby for the game winner.
Yeah, when you're that tall, you're gonna get dunked on.
Northwestern Tech. I got to give them a quick little shout out because it is only a 10.5-month hands-on HVAC program, and listen, it's going to be 80 degrees all week. So something that we all need focus on is our cooling. If you have any issues with the cooling, got to call the heating and cooling experts, right? This is where they learn and get that career all started. So you got to do it for yourself right now. northwesterntech.edu. Check them out. Hey, it's Joey from Woodward Sports at my favorite downtown Fenton, Bridge Street Exchange. Let's go check out their beautiful store. You know we love Michigan summers. Got to turn up on the lake, pre-made mixed drinks. They even got their own beautiful Bridge Street Exchange t-shirts. I got mine on. Jewelry, they got you here. I got mine on. Titanium Buzz. If you're not quite ready to ask that big question yet with the jewelry, look nice for your girl. They got polos. And last but not least, the most comfortable shoes on the planet. Hey Dude. They're literally called Hey Dude. Shop here at Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. Support a locally owned business.
Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch this morning and being a part of the conversation. It is Monday, so we've had a lot of people sit over on this part of the desk this morning, and let's introduce the doll of the week, because that's what we do on Mondays at 9:40. We bring in the doll of the week. Go ahead, Joey.
We gotta introduce Katie. Is it Betcher?
Yeah, Betcher.
Katie Betcher, our doll of the week to the Woodward Sports Network. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Excited to be here.
Nice. So, obviously you're connected through the Detroit Dolls. That's how they sent you to us today.
Yep.
And what do you do for a living? Well, you can tell us a little bit about you. I know absolutely nothing.
Yeah. So, I own Pure Bar. Thank you.
Yeah,
I was like, that's kind of high.
Yeah, I want to see your face.
I own Pure Bar Birmingham and Pure Bar Detroit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, my business partner, Allison. She couldn't make it here today, but excited to be with you guys and talk about all things fitness, and kind of linked up with you guys through the Detroit Dolls. So it was cool. A little Instagram.
What is Pure Bar all about?
So Pure Bar is a non-impact workout. Think isometric hold, small movements. So we say to lift tone and burn the muscles. So think kind of like a Pilates, a yoga sense. You engage the muscle first and move second. So it's a lot about your own resistance that you put into your muscles engage and then move to contract and things like that.
That sounds like my type of workout.
Yeah.
It does. So is there no weights and all that involved?
So we use light weights.
Okay.
So we do have a couple things of equipment. We use 2-pound weights, 3-pound weights. But ideally, as you use your own muscles and contract them and things like that, it's going to make those weights feel really heavy. And it's more like a routine that we do in small movements. So they get heavy really quick, and they end up feeling more like 20 pounds. And we talk about getting your muscles to shake. So that means you're fatigued.
That reminds me of a dodgeball when his legs start shaking. Like, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Yep.
You get a lot of that?
Yeah, we do. People start kind of laughing and a little bit, and then they get in there like, they're kind of their war zone or whatever, where you're working your muscles, and it's hard. You get sweaty, your heart rate lifts. We have 3 different class types, so it's not just bar, but cardio and like a Pilates class.
You know what she said, Pure Bar Birmingham. So that is down the street stick. So now we got no excuse yet again on another gym that we got to go to.
We can walk over there right now.
Is it really like that close?
It's right on the other side of Jack's.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
Yeah, we got it. It helps with flexibility and stuff. Because I'm like the least flexible person you'll ever meet in your life.
Oh, yeah. We'll get you guys there.
Nice.
Is it hot? Because I know like hot yoga.
It's a little bit warm in the room, but it's not like super hot. It's there to be comfortable for your muscles to work, and we call it sticky socks, and you wear your leggings and things like that so your feet stay warm.
Is it like airtime?
Good,
like
I just
socks?
got leggings.
Yeah.
Yes! Finally a use for my leggings.
You guys are ready.
I would love to see you in leggings with your long ass legs.
You guys wear like joggers, like some cool
I'm rolling in there in just a thong.
Yeah, well, you have to wear leggings.
This just got
I'm sure that would
okay.
be a great view,
okay. Now
and the
we got
ladies would love it.
rules.
The ladies would love it.
How many people are in a class?
Well, right now we're at a little bit lower. We're at 50% capacity, of course. But normally there'd be anywhere from 20 to 25 people in the room. It's always depending on the size of the studio, but that's what we kind of rock with.
Actually, wait, with the restrictions being lifted, like if you were vaccinated, how over the weekend they said Saturday at 9 a.m., you don't have to wear masks. Does that apply in the gym? I didn't even look into that.
It does. And
Nice.
we also just tell people to do whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're not, we ask to just follow those CDC guidelines for us, because we're so excited to just be open after all this time. Fitness and a lot of other small businesses got a rough go, and I'm just happy to still be here.
Yeah. How long has it been around? How long has Pure Bar been around?
Pure Bar has been around for 20 years. It actually started in Birmingham, Michigan. So we're really part of that. We call it the PB Motherland. So we have over 500 studios franchised now.
Oh, damn. Wow.
And yeah, so
That's all you?
No. Oh gosh, no.
Oh, okay.
So is it like a franchise? You own the
A
one in
franchise,
Birmingham?
yep. We just own the
How
two.
long have you owned it for?
Pure Bar Birmingham will be turning 5
Awesome.
this June, and then Pure Bar Detroit will be 3.
Where's the Detroit location at?
Down on Griswold Street, so
Okay.
right off of Woodward Avenue. Yeah. And so we've had some fun down there too.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for coming on this morning. We're going to pull some pictures off your social media. We'll put them up on ours. We'll name you the
Sweet.
doll of the week. Give you a bunch of love because that's what we're trying to do with this is just bring on like strong, great women and highlight them for the rest of the city to get to know. So
Thank you. Well, thanks for the opportunity. It's been great.
Oh, we're seeing you soon, Katie. Don't you worry.
I'll see you at the bar. The beat.
Hey.
2 hours.
Oh,
2 hours.
Hey.
Damn, like my eyes lit up. I was like, oh, now we're talking. Like I can do some 12-ounce curls.
Maybe after class.
There we
That's
go.
actually fun. You just get to say, let's go to the bar.
You get to go to the bar.
A little
It's
bit
the
of a
best
different
bar in town.
Well, thank you so much for coming on with us this morning. We appreciate you. And you working today?
Yeah, tonight I work in Detroit. You come take class with me at 5 and 6:15, and I'm in Birmingham tomorrow morning.
Are you
Just see-
hyped? Like you got the headset and
Yeah.
the music going loud?
Oh yeah, it's
Hype 'em
all.
up?
It's all. I'm a pop star basically on
I
the
love
side.
that.
We really got to go to one of these classes.
No,
like-
this one I'm down. 100% I'm down.
Yeah.
You're right there. There's no excuse for us not to come in.
You guys have mics. I have mics. So it's music, and you
Nice.
have a good time.
Let's
Well,
do
next time you're working in Birmingham, let us know. We'll walk down there and we'll make
I love
ourselves
it.
look like assholes for an hour.
it. With our leggings on.
Perfect.
With our leggings. We got to have the leggings. Thank you very much. That is our Detroit Doll of the Week. And when we come back, it is now time for the world famous Fish Facts. We'll do it next on the Woodward Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Is it time? Yeah, it is. Fish!
Go fish. Fish facts.
It's fish!
Yeah, it's that time of the morning where our man Fish gets to delight us with his facts. Fish, what do you got for us today, buddy?
Oh, it's Monday.
Yes, it is.
We had a good weekend. All the teams are coming back home. Wellington Phoenix are coming back home. New Zealand Breakers are coming back home this week. It's a great week. All Blacks dropped their fixture list. Just life couldn't get any better.
If you don't know what he's talking about in there, Fish, can you give him an explanation of all those team names?
Those are all New Zealand teams. They've been playing in Australia. They're in Australian leagues because of quarantine, and now they're able to travel back home because they did a better job than America in terms of coronavirus. So they're able to travel from Australia to New Zealand without quarantine restrictions, so they're able to have games both
Man,
countries.
it's almost like living on an island helps.
It does
Come
help.
on, now
I'll
you're going to
say
judge
that.
us
It
the
does.
same as New
No,
Zealand.
I know.
Come
I'm
on,
not,
Fish.
I know. I make
Don't
the
you
joke.
dare bash America.
No, I know. I'm not going to judge. I
hates
understand they're on an
America.
island. They were on a strict
Why do you
lockdown.
hate America so much, Fish?
I don't. They were on a strict lockdown for 2 months before that, but it happens.
It does happen.
All right. Have you guys ever been? Have you had a milestone when you played sports? Ever played 50 games for your high school or 25 games for your high school or
Sure.
college?
Yeah.
All right. This is where the video kicks in. This person, I'm assuming it's Australian Football League, probably the youth, had a milestone. And in Australia, they have a banner that they run through before the game. And, well, this is kind of equivalent to the Dumbass's Day because the people did not understand how to use a banner.
Yeah, they didn't hold it up for him, did they?
Yeah, she kicked the ball through, or he kicked the ball through the banner, then the banner fell. They didn't keep the banner up.
Let's be honest, that was a pretty weak kick, too.
Yeah, that was not the stroll. The person just let go of the banner. I don't know what they thought was going to happen.
I don't know.
But they got to figure out those banners down there. The youth people, they have like cement banners. And we go to the facts. We start with some golf. You guys are big golf fans?
Yeah, of course.
Richard Bland was the oldest player to win a European Tour and a PGA victory. He won in Europe, but it was for both leagues. 48 years and 101 days.
That doesn't seem that old for golf, does
That's
it?
what it is. It's golf, So
Well,
it's like,
but
for first-time winner, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's first time winner, but it's European Tour. A lot of the guys on the European Tour and the PGA Tour are younger, so that's why. You'll see them on the Champions Tour, but those are all the old people, so that's why it's a big achievement for him. Good for him. He is on the left side of your screen. Tim Barter is the commentator. That's the right guy.
Yeah, I figured the guy holding the mic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that guy. Love all the people. Tim Barter, great. We go to LeBron James. We go to facts. Stick your favorite player, LeBron James. I'm going to speed run through this. Most 25 points per game seasons in NBA history. LeBron is 17. And then you can see we skip a few numbers, and Jordan, Durant, Kobe, and Malone have 12.
He put Stick's favorite in there,
Not
too.
good.
And he has done that in 17 straight seasons.
Stick's favorite. How dare you?
It's crazy. When you look at 25 points for LeBron James, like that's a standard. And obviously it shows right there.
Right.
Like he's going to get a minimum of 25 in a game.
And this is the matchup we've all been waiting for, Curry versus LeBron. This will be the 5th time in the last 7 years where Curry and LeBron meet in the postseason.
I love it.
First time in a play-in tournament.
So very exciting there. We go to Cole Anthony, 37-point game yesterday. It's the most by a Magic rookie in a game since Shaquille O'Neal.
Nice.
So good for him.
I used to love Shaq
We go
when
to
he was
your
on the
favorite
Magic.
sports, Dick.
What's that?
Baseball. We go to your favorite sport, baseball.
That's right.
Alex Wood this season is 6 starts, 1.75 ERA. He is the first Giants pitcher with an ERA that low through the first 6 starts of a season since Madison Bumgarner in 2013. His was 1.55.
Pretty good company right there with Bumgarner.
So you guys know Tim Horton, the coffee shop?
I do.
Well, I found out today, and this starts off with May 17th, Monday. This is Mr. Tim Horton, 1964. First Tim Hortons Coffee and Donut Shop opened in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada by NHL player Tim Horton.
Huh. I did not know that,
So
honestly.
this is
I
the
thought Tim Horton
originator.
was just like some dude like Colonel
Some rich
Sanders.
dude or something, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the originator of Tim Horton. People are probably going to fact check me and say I'm wrong. That could be true, but this is Tim Horton, NHL star and businessman.
Okay, nice.
Michael Jordan did some stuff last year, 2020. He autographed Air Nike 1 trainers from 1985, and they sold for $560,000 in an online auction.
Not bad.
That's a lot of money for him to be selling those for. He should sell one of his rookie cards. They'll go for big.
Yes.
We have a birthday today.
Whose birthday, Fish?
1956.
All right.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Hey, nice.
It is his birthday today. He's born in North Carolina.
Beautiful.
And, Joey, we can't complete Monday without a wedding.
Oh, yeah.
George Micken, 22, weds college sweetheart Patricia Lou Davney, 1947 NBA center.
George Mikan.
George Mikan, yes. Didn't know if you guys were going to end that. That's
Yeah,
it. Those are the
fine.
facts. Had a great weekend. Hopefully everyone else had a good weekend. We'll be back for Tuesday, May 18.
Give him the thumbs up, Fish. Thank you, buddy. And, yeah, so usually we just throw it right into Joey's dumbass of the day. But the show's kind of got away with us. Paige, I wanted to give you some time today on the air and introduce you. Everybody, welcome Paige to our show. Paige.
Hi.
Paige will be our intern for what, the next 2-3 months?
Yep. Until
And-
about August.
And you're here from Central Michigan University.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody loves the chips, fire up chips.
Fire up.
Chips.
And what are you studying at Central?
Broadcasting and communications.
Broadcasting and communications. So that's why you came to us. Because
That's why I'm here.
and she sent us like audition videos of her hosting her own newscasts and everything. So
Yep.
we
We
got
got
a lot
shows
to
up
live up
there.
to with Paige.
I'm glad to be here.
So we're going to have you doing like TikTok videos and maybe give you a little segment on the morning show and stuff like that. Tell people a little bit about yourself, though. Give a like 30-second elevator pitch on Paige.
Yeah, so I chose Central Michigan because they have a great broadcasting program. I'm on News Central 34 there. They have newscasts that you audition for. So this past semester, they actually started a new show, more like social media, kind of new lighthearted news, kind of like Central Michigan News. So I did News Central 34. It's called Central View Live. So I did 2 shows. I get a lot of on-screen time there. I'm on the dance team at Central Michigan.
All right.
So
Look at you.
I'm performing at all the football games, basketball games. We're going to hope to do some baseball games this upcoming year if we can even dance. I'm hoping that with the guidelines kind of lessening now, we
When
can
I
get
think
back to
baseball,
dancing.
I think dancers.
I mean, on top of the dugouts, who doesn't want to see that? It's kind of fun.
Right.
So yeah, I love Central Michigan. I love doing broadcasting things, so I'm excited to be here, excited to try some new stuff out. I've never done anything podcast radio related, so this is all new to me, so I'm excited.
That's what I love about Central Michigan, and this is a little clap to CMU, is I feel like students that come from CMU, especially their broadcasting program, are such great products.
They are.
For real.
And that's why I chose Central. I know a lot of good stuff from there, and the programs are really great, so I like Central a lot.
and I know you're going to get sick of me saying this, and it's not the reason she got the job, but it's the reason I got introduced to her. Paige's dad was my 8th grade basketball coach at Wall Lake Middle School.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah.
How old does that make you feel that your basketball coach has a daughter that's how old now?
I am 19, but
She's
he's got.
19.
I have 4 brothers, so my oldest one is 23. So
that's crazy.
Coach Meyer was a great coach. I wasn't the best basketball player. I was probably like the 10th man on the 12th man team. But yeah, I made
kind of like you and your softball team.
Huh?
Kind of like you on your softball team right now.
I at least play on the softball team. But we went undefeated that year, and I asked her, like, does her dad, like, walk around the house? Let's still talk about his undefeated 8th grade team.
I mean, he's got some other accomplishments.
No, there's nothing bigger than 8th grade, Wall Lake Middle School, undefeated, beat Clifford Smart to stay undefeated. It was a big deal. We
That's
cut
on the
down
walls.
nets.
Did you really?
The net? Yeah. No, we got to cut down the nets.
Why do you have the net though?
I don't know. Does your dad have the net up? Like, is it like in the middle of your table when you guys are having dinner and everything?
I can't say that I've ever seen this now.
Damn it! My whole time I'm thinking Coach Myers just has a shrine built to us. But no, he doesn't.
Sadly, you don't. I'm sorry.
No, he doesn't. All right, Coach Meyer, I see how it is. Paige, you're fired.
Okay, I'm gonna know.
No, Paige, we're so happy to have you here. You're going to be the female voice on the morning show because we don't have one at this point.
Right.
So you get to smack us in line when we step too far out of line, stuff like that. But really, just overall, happy to have you here and happy to have you a part of the show.
Thank you. I'm really glad to be here.
And now, let's get into Joey's dumbass of the day. You ready, Joey?
Let's do 2. Why not?
All right.
The Detroit Pistons select
first one's gonna be that,
Milicic.
World's dumbest criminal.
Well, so much for me calling him savvy because he had no idea where he's on the field.
And he crosses too many timeouts. It's a technical foul.
Dumbass!
So, did you guys know Robin Lopez is the greatest NBA center of all time?
I thought Brooke was.
Nope. Robin.
All right.
This guy is the all-time NBA leader with 183 triple-doubles. What's crazy is he came into this season with 0 triple-doubles.
That is amazing.
And somehow got 183 triple-doubles in this season of 70-ish games.
Oh, that stat guy. Poor guy. I'm sure he meant to put up Russell Westbrook, but put Robin Lopez on there. Oops. They look alike, though. I can see how you make that mistake.
It's a great screenshot right there to get.
That is funny.
But now we go into the real dumbass, and we go out to the Belleville Mire, where this guy on the left in this video, in the black, was allegedly trying to snatch the child from his dad in this parking lot. And this video was shot from the witness. You can see
Kid, stop! No, y'all have a
the
kid.
guy on the left right there tried taking the kid from the guy on the right.
Stop it! Stop! Stop! Get your kid! Oh shit! Get the fuck. No! Get back! Go! Get your kid! Get your kid!
Yeah, this was in Belleville at Meyer.
Right! Get your kid! Get your kid! No! No! Sorry.
What a crazy story.
No! No! Don't need to see it. He got his daughter. He got his daughter. He got his daughter. Castle. Please.
That's for the
Please.
kid.
Can you get your daughter? Please, sir. Please.
How did that other guy not kill that man?
That's what I'm saying.
Sweetheart, you don't need to
Yes,
see.
turn your head, baby.
And shout out to the lady trying to help and shield the kid, too.
And that's the biggest takeaway to this.
I wish I had
Still disappointed this guy didn't whip his ass.
I don't know if he's trying to take the daughter or something.
I'll tell you what, man. If you ever
Turn
tried to
your
take
head,
my
baby.
kid,
Don't
you're
look.
not leaving
Turn
the
your head.
parking lot.
No.
Like,
You're
at
not
least-
surviving.
Yeah.
Stay right here.
I mean, you may leave, but it won't be with your throat. I'll tell you that
Sir,
much.
you got your daughter down here. Please stop. It's too much shit going on in the world for y'all to be out here fighting.
And this, seriously, this woman right here, the way she handled this entire thing, took care of the kid, staying with the kid right now in this video.
Myers on Belleville. It's okay, sweetie. Make no damn sense.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought you were going to play the whole thing, man. Like,
We gotta continue it. You
yeah,
continue
you can
it.
continue it because there's still like, what, about a minute left
Yep.
in that video? Because the ending's kind of crazy. Like, the guy walks back over, tries to get the kid again. And then he just gets in his car and drives off.
Back up, bro.
Get the fuck away from my daughter.
Hurt you, bro.
I give a fuck.
You don't look, sweetheart. Don't look, sweetheart. I got your daughter, man. Over here.
You okay, sweetie?
Look at the guy's
It's okay.
bleeding
You got
from
it
his
all
eye.
On camera. You got it on camera.
Problem.
Who is he?
I have no fucking
He
idea.
tried to abduct your daughter?
How they letting him get away? I mean, I get they're not the police, but
Yeah.
I don't want to call the dad out, but they got the license plate.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
And I started going after her. You did keep going after your daughter.
Yes,
I
he
don't
did.
blame
We
you.
saw that. I got it
So
all on
from what the
camera.
guy what the guy said with the cut, the dad, what he said is he just came up, punched me in my face, and tried to take my daughter. Can you imagine that?
He tried to abduct his daughter.
Are you serious?
Yes. I have his license plate and everything.
Are you okay, sir? You need these your glasses.
So yeah, that happened, I believe, over the weekend at the Belleville Meyer, and I saw that on Facebook. I sent it to Joey right away. I'm like, what is this?
It's crazy
world. So obviously, be careful out there. Watch your loved ones, and let it be known. You ever try to touch anything of mine like that, you will die. Period. It's just you're not leaving the parking lot.
Should go for everybody.
Yeah, it should go for everybody. And if that dad wants anybody to ride out and find that guy, right here too. Just give us a call. We'll be happy to ride out with you, man. Joey stays strapped at all times. You may not know this about Joey, but Joey stays strapped, which is hilarious.
Not something we should talk about, but okay.
You guys have a great Monday. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Sunshine. Weather is sweet, to quote Bob Marley. Have a great day. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Baligian and Bell is up next.